Touchdown, Devo in the slot. This is my end zone. Give me everything you got. Defense, hit him with that Cosa Nostra. Quan Alexander, this dance, hit both sides. 49er Empire, 49er Empire. This is for the fan base, die hard, set by. Stand up, 4-9 to the heart, baby. Pull on back and get the stick part. Levi, let's go.
Singing ooh la la. 7-0. Fam, how you doing with your 7-0 self tonight? Oh God. Okay, anyway, let me get started since we're already late as usual. 49ers injury report to start the week with did not participate in practice today. Where Kyle Shanahan, of course, he's still going to heal up, but he's on the mend. He'll be back soon. Mike McGlinchey, he's out. Cornerback Akello Witherspoon didn't practice today. His foot is still a problem. Okay. We'll see what happens with that. Limited practice today, it was Matty B with his ankle. And you know, Matty B wanted to get back in that game yesterday. Dude kills me, man. Matty B is like the wounded warrior. Man, this dude, man, he gets hurt. Matty B, Coach, put me in, man. Matty, is there something wrong with your leg? Doesn't matter. I'm ready to go. That's why I like this dude so much. And you know what? If they didn't put Matty B in with that bad leg and all, he still would have ran off for some yards. The dude is a fiend. Also, D Ford, quadricep, he's still nursing that. Raheem Mostert, knee, was out. Tackle Justin School, knee and foot. Oh, no. You know Staley's going to get back just in time, it appears. And give Justin School time to heal up just in case something happens to Joe. And also Joe Staley, he limited today. And Levine Tololo still nursing that groin. But, boy, these guys can sure come up when the bell rings, man. These injuries don't mean a thing. They come right out there, man. These guys are tough. And I have a feeling it has to do. Because you notice, even people who are injured, I mean, you got Matty B running around there and he probably needs to be rushed to the hospital. He still wants to get into the game. You have to appreciate the spirit of these guys because they're going to play no matter what. I mean, right now, George Kittle, I remember last year we found out George Kittle was playing games with flat jacket on because his ribs were cracked. And he still had a record-setting year. We got some dudes on this team that are just made out of iron. Arizona Cardinals, I got a long list of people out, too. Zach Allen, defensive end Zach Allen, neck. Daryl Daniels, tight end Daryl Daniels, ankle. Running back Chase Edmonds, hamstring. Linebacker Dennis Gardeck, ankle. Running back David Johnson, ankle. That's been going on for a long time. Our very own high-kicking Cassius Marsh is in concussion protocol. Tackle Justin Murray, a knee. Linebacker Hassan Reddick, knee also. Wide receiver Trent Sherfield, knee. All did not participate in Arizona. Limited participants were tight end Charles Clay back. The Cards have also made a trade, as you probably already know about. Adam Schefter, ESPN, has reported the Arizona Cardinals will trade a conditional 6th-round 2020 NFL draft pick for Dolphins running back Kenyon Drake due to the fact that they got conversation, an update on this too. Arizona's trading a 2026 round pick that could become a 5th-round pick to Miami in exchange for running back Kenyon Drake per source. Now, the trade for Drake signals the Cardinals are in a bind at the running back position as David Johnson continues to deal with an ankle issue. And Chase Edmonds, who did a really good job for him in one of the wins they just had, has a hamstring issue. This is the thing about smaller, fast guys. Their hamstrings always seem to go out on them. It seems significant enough, though, to prompt the move. So it got to be pretty serious. But fam, let's talk about us for a minute, would we please? Now, big 7-0, unlike the 6-in-a-row milestone that placed the 49ers amongst only 4 other Niners teams in red and gold history, the 7-in-a-row now pushes them into a superior group of only 2 49er teams in the history of this. golden red franchise. Ah, man. I still know. What if they win another one and another one? Could this be the greatest start for a franchise in 49ers history? It has every potential. The Cards, the Hawks, the Cards again. Seems to me like that's 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. Fam. Okay, let's do what we do on Monday Night Raw, and that is lay praises and criticisms where they are justified and due in a completely outrageously overwhelming performance. The 49ers destroyed the Panthers on both sides of the ball en route to a 51-13 victory to remain unbeaten after 7, singing ooh la la, ooh la. I gotta be serious. Okay, let me stop. I can't. I'm overjoyed, fam. I can't. In the NFL, Coach Shanahan is quoted saying, in the NFL, you never expect to just blow someone out like that, especially a good team like that. They're a real good team, unquote. Fam, remember at the beginning of the season, I said to you, look at this team, and, of course, being outrageously notorious for being a homer, I said there'd be blowouts this year. We've had a couple. That was a blowout against the Cleveland team. That was, you can't call it a blowout in Washington because we only scored 9 points. But we didn't give them up. We didn't give them a point. All right? Now this game right here, this is a legitimate blowout. I guess I was 49ers are 7-0 for the first time since 1990, and only the second time in franchise history, as I mentioned earlier. 49ers brought an abrupt and violent end to Carolina's 4-game winning streak. And here are the grades to reflect the complete domination. And I like to use Matt Mayoko's guideline on this stuff to give us a barometer in which to work with. It'll be Matt Mayoko, of course, NBC Sports. And I want to know if you agree or disagree. Rushing offense. Tevin Coleman had his finest day with the 49ers as he gained 105 yards and 3 TDs on 11 rushing attempts. 49ers offensive line did a great job of working their intricate blocking schemes to gauge the Panthers' usually very tough and stout defense. It was whittled down to nothing but a bunch of lambs. The 49ers carried 232 rushing yards on 38 rushing attempts. Numbers that include 3 Nick Mullins kneel downs for -3 yards to run out the clock after the 2-minute warning was sounded. Raheem Mostert added 60 yards and a touchdown on 9 carries. And wide receiver Deebo Samuel got involved in the ground game as he tore off a 20-yard touchdown run in which he would not be denied. Yes, they get an A on this, and no argument from me. I don't know how you feel. We'll find out in a minute. Passing offense, quarterback, Jimmy G. Look for a new wide receiver, Emmanuel Sanders, on the first drive and found him. Ended up delivering a 4-yard TD pass to the vet for his 40th career score. Sanders stepped in seamlessly after arriving last Tuesday in a trade with the Denver Broncos, as we all know. Mrs. Garoppolo's baby boy said, "Good to see you, dude. Let's go." Completed 18 of 22 passes attempts for 175 yards with 2 touchdowns and 1 INT that has received way far too much attention in my humble opinion. Oh, his passer rating was a 111.2. Give me a break on that 1 INT. George Kittle caught 6 passes for 86 yards. The pain on the G day when he threw that INT when Carolina linebacker Luke Kuechly stepped in front of a pass intended for GK. But let this be said. After that, Luke Kuechly was seen walking back to the sideline, extremely frustrated with his teammates as Jimmy G and company was frustrating that entire formidable defense. Panthers shade throwing edge rusher Bruce Irvin, who wasn't impressed with the Niners and was quoted saying, "The 49ers are not world beaters," beat left tackle Justin School for a sack in the end zone for a safety. One more blemish. And for that reason, B plus for the 49ers passing game. Rushing defense, statistically, Christian McCaffrey had a big game as he rushed for 117 yards, including a 40-yard touchdown run on 14 attempts. He wore us out, fam. But the 49ers did a good enough job on most early downs that they set the Panthers up for a difficult third down situation over and over and over. Linebacker Fred Warner and nose tackle DJ Jones did a good job in the run game as they led the 49ers with 6 and 5 tackles, respectively. As many yards as the 49ers surrendered, they were not important yards, apparently. Give them a B plus on this. Agreed. Passing defense. This was about as good as it could possibly get for the 49ers pass defense. Emmanuel Mosley, Richard Sherman, and Nick Bosa generated takeaways with INTs of Panthers quarterback Kyle Allen. The same Kyle Allen who came into the game with no INTs and 5 career starts, which were being boasted big time. Like, oh, Niners, you got something coming your way this time. Oh, the party's over in San Francisco. Y'all been riding the high life and running through these nobody teams. Lord have mercy, don't tell the 49ers things like this. The pass rush. I felt sorry for the boy. The pass rush was relentless as Bosa led the way with 3 quarterback sacks. Eric Armstead added 2 more sacks, while Jones and Ronald Blair recorded 1 sack apiece. The 49ers held Carolina just 100 net yards passing on the whole day. It's the 4th consecutive game the 49ers have given up 100 fewer yards passing. The carnage includes games against Washington, who got 50 measly yards. The almighty Rams, some SoCal, 48 yards. Cleveland, Baker Mayfield, 78 yards. The last time any team in the NFL held an opponent to 100 yards or fewer net passing in 4 consecutive games. Fam, you got to go all the way back to 1977. Good Lord, some of you weren't even born at that time. When the 49ers and Atlanta Falcons both accomplished that feat. A plus, you damn Skippy. What? This team is serious about the defense. They are stingy. Fam, make no mistake. Kyle Shanahan will get that offense, and it's already becoming confusing. That was a devastating offensive design that Kyle Shanahan set up yesterday. Fam, the more weeks that go by, Shanahan's going to have that offense engineered and designed to destroy any defense in the NFL. The Saints don't have any idea of what's coming. They are being touted right now as being the best team in the NFC. Lord help them, because that's all it can. Special teams. Punter Mitch Wisnowski compiled solid 40.3 yard per punting average, which won the day over Carolina's 37.7 net average. Richie James, who was, I understand, submitted to a drug test after this game. Does he look like Superman out there? They call Richie, man, come on in here, man, because we seen you take some hits and no normal human being would get up from. You look awfully good out there. That average just says something's going on here, man. Roll up your sleeve, man. What? Another solid day, 8.2 average on 6 punt returns, Richie. Robbie Gould made a 20-yard field goal. Long snapper Kyle Nelson, he looked a little rusty as he completed his 10-game suspension for violating the league's policy on performance-enhancing drugs. The 49ers botched an extra point. Wisnowski made a tackle on a kickoff. I was so proud of him. I didn't know what to do. That's the second time we've seen him do that. We've got more than a punter. We've got a designated hitman. He was also called for an unnecessary roughness penalty for that helmet hit that I enjoyed so much. Give the special teams a B- because they can do a lot better, and I agree with that. Overall, this was supposed to be a true test with 49ers facing a hot Carolina team with an extra week to prepare coming off the bye. So much for that nonsense. This was never really a game, no matter what Bruce Irvin thinks. The 49ers destroyed the Panthers in every imaginable way, beginning with an offensive approach that appeared to leave Carolina completely dumbfounded, confused, and wanted to hurry up and get back on the plane and get back to the safe confines of the Carolinas. That was just an ass whooping, okay? Oh! From the beginning drive of the game, it was the 49ers' largest offensive explosion since A 55-17 victory over Detroit late in 1993. The defense turned up the heat with 7 sacks and forced a young quarterback into several ill-advised throws, resulting in 3 INTs that he had not been accused of before this game. You're damn right. This is one of the 49ers' finest performances and moments of the year on the season against what on paper was considered a formidable opponent. You give them an A and you hurry up and give them an A. And I'm not sure if I wouldn't put a plus behind that A. Oh. Wow. And fam, I'm looking at PFF 49ers leaders in the pass rush was rated among qualifying first-round rookies. Nick Bosa, week 8, 23.9. Next to him, the competition is so distant, you need binoculars to find him. Nick Bosa is the elite of the elite. He is up there with the best in the league. Veterans are not doing as good as Nick Bosa. There was a story coming off the plane. One of the NFL Network people were coming back, and Joey Bosa was riding with him. So the Chargers, right? So he says, Joey has 3 sacks today and an INT. And Joey, who had 2 on the day, he's complained they got mad. At first, Joey looks at it and says, wow, did he? Can I see that? And then Joey had that face where he was excited because his brother did what he did. And then he was like disappointed because I just had my best day and he just made me look like a clown. Josh Allen, 15.1%. He comes in second behind Nick. Brian Burns, 14.3%. They are way behind the Nick Bosa. Ed Oliver, 10.4%. Dexter Lawrence, 9.9%. Montez Sweat, 7.6%. Cleveland Farrell, 6.7%. They are not in the same class with Nick Bosa. He will indeed be the defensive rookie of the year. And now, as Richard Sherman says, he should be defensive. He should be the DPOY, period. People Empire, thank you, fam. Taylor Gabriel, San Francisco. Ooh. Okay, tomorrow, eyes open. Ryan Watkins, thank you, fam, and singing ooh la la. 7-0. And Tip Pindar. Didn't care about the Panthers. We need to win against division opponents. But you got to win all these games for your record, though. Jay Tan says, did you realize that this 49ers team put up 50 points while it was alumni weekend? The former 49ers must have been loving it all. John Taylor, Patrick Willis, amongst the legends that attended. Absolutely. Reagan Jr., 8-0. We are on the way. Let's go, Niners. Faithful Empire. C.J. Beathard will be traded to the Bears for wide receiver Taylor Gabriel tomorrow. I'm calling it in correspondent move. They will possibly IR Hurd or Taylor. Write this down. There you go. That's Justin. He's put it out there. He goes on to say Adam Schefter hit it on the Chicago sports radio that they were after him and will be moving Taylor Gabriel. Avatar saying, I know it's early, but what do you think about Seahawks game? He goes on to say, well, I have some thoughts. I think this is the worst Pete Carroll defense I've seen yet by a lot. Offense is carried by Wilson, Lockett, and the running backs. Offensive line's got holes. I've been trying to tell people that before the season started, man. They've been putting the Hawks up on the pedestal. I do not understand along with the Rams, and now you can see what I was talking about with the Rams. Jay Henderson, what up? Niners for life. My dog's best friend. 19-0 because we got a Bosa Pro. After I also goes on to say, I was at the game yesterday. Oh, man, that Bosa is something else. Fable JVC, is Bosa the best second overall pick you've ever seen? If you ask me that right now, hell yeah. I can't remember a better player that was picked second. Anthony Gonzalez says, I ran into DJ Jones in the ball today. Such a cool, humble dude. I felt like a little kid going up to him. I'm sorry, you laughed about that. That's how excited I was, man, because we on fire. He's Niners going to trick and treat them birds Thursday. Oh, could be. I'm worried about that game, though. It could be one of those games, where 49ers should be able to overwhelm these guys within seconds, and we struggle. Deshaun Page, what's up? 7-0, baby. Tim Rayon, give the 49ers a name called the Fearless Forceman. Did he? Did he? Hey, Butch Dye, I have said this early as a joke, but Tom Brady doesn't want to retire because he wants to play Jimmy G in the Super Bowl. I don't know if Tom really wants. If he knows what Jimmy's coming over there with, he doesn't want this. I can't imagine really about that. There are easier ways to win a Super Bowl besides dealing with the 49ers defense. Sean Bullard says, thanks to the Cardinals for passing on Nick Terminator Bosa. Kingsbury has also gone on to say he's a really good pickup, but we're glad we got Kyler. What is else going to say? On the NFL, the drama. I mean, hey, Phil.
Hey, Ronbo.
Phil. Well, Phil, I went down through all those grades. Did you think there was anything to question on the grades as far as, yeah?
No.
Yeah.
They're all good.
Just the rushing, the rushing defense. I do want them to stop with letting running backs get at least one moment a game. This is
Here's
3 in a
the
row.
question, Ronbo. Are they going to face anybody better than Christian McCaffrey the rest of the season?
Let me think about that for a second. No. Well,
They're not.
Don't the Saints? Oh, we got to still deal with what's his name?
Kamara?
Yeah.
Kamara's more a pass receiver than he is a runner.
Yeah, he doesn't run between the tackles at 11, does he? Okay.
No.
You're right. That's it. We've seen the best of the best.
We've seen the best, and we beat them 51-13. Okay?
I guess that you told
Let's
me.
put it that way.
I like it.
And I get, I saw on your web that or app that you put a little stats out there that defensive teams and I believe against
the nobodies.
Was it? Mm-hmm. Well, you had the Saints on there, and you had Tampa Bay was number one, the Saints, and then somebody else that we play who's against the run.
Okay.
But you know what? You got to look at who they played. Statistics are all relative, right? So, who is a good running team that these teams have played? I think the Saints have only played one good running team, and that was Seattle.
And us.
Most teams are turned in to shut down the pass, where they don't have a good running defense. And I think and the Niners scheme their running game. They're not just hand off and run right up the middle. They do traps and all kinds of things. And I mean, this last game was a prime example where Shanahan had all kind of gadgets in there to compensate for Juice being out, and
it's amazing.
He really devises a running game that nobody else can plan for.
He's a scientist more than he is a coach, I mean,
exactly.
God.
The other thing I want to comment on, all these people are saying about Jimmy, he's the reason we can't vote for the Niners being number one. It was all today, the same thing as usual. Garoppolo, he hasn't proven himself. Well, what is Jimmy's passing percentage?
It's getting up there. And today this game he's over 100, 111, Phil.
Well, it was 69% passing completions, right, during this whole season. What do you think Aaron Rodgers is?
Probably around the same. I haven't looked at that, but I bet you make
64.
a good... See?
64. What is Tom Brady? 63.
See? That's just...
the problem is Garoppolo doesn't need to pass as much.
Because he's got an army.
So he doesn't get the yards.
Yes.
And everybody's going, let's look at the yards, look at the TDs, look at the interceptions. But here's the bottom line. The Niners are a plus 132 in points. Points scored versus points allowed. Mm-hmm. We're right up. New England's up there too. They're a little bit ahead of us, but only because they've had a plus 19 in turnovers, and we have a plus 3. So New England's been given the ball because their schedule is so weak. They got Miami. They got the Jets.
I wish we could play Miami.
They haven't played one winning team other than Buffalo.
And they had a hard time
We've
with that.
We've played multiple winning teams so far this year. So statistics are all, you know,
they're all subject to,
they're
just
hard
like you
to.
said, they're all subject to review. You look back on things, and they also reflect the truth. And Phil, one more thing, because we got to go. But listen, here's the thing. Do people forget who carried the team when Jimmy G first came in 2017? He didn't.
Oh,
Kittle wasn't started yet. He didn't have a great run game. The defense was so-so. Who the hell do they think that was out there winning all those games? And then I have to hear things like,
listen,
well, he's really overpaid. Oh, God, what are you talking about?
if Kyle needs to scheme a passing game, he will.
Yeah.
But he
See,
hasn't had to yet.
when you got this kind of running, when you got these kind of horses, you use them. Phil, we got to go. Listen, we're going to be back tomorrow, though.
All right, man.
Because we're waiting for trade day. So,
Yeah. I'm expecting CJ to talk, because CJ might be a trade bait to Chicago. So
And
we'll see
for
what
Taylor
happens.
Gabriel, it makes sense. And that's connected with Marquise.
Or
We'll see.
draft
All right.
picks. I would take draft picks as well.
Could be. All right,
'Cause
Phil.
we need picks.
We do.
All right, man.
So have a good night, Phil.
All right, later.
And Big Will, come on in. Dollar Bill Will.
Ronbo, what's up, man?
Oh, fam, we see, 7-0, and I figure next week we'll be 8-0, 9-10. We get to 10, then they go say this is the greatest start in 49ers history. I'm gonna say, see, we were sitting right there to witness this.
Let me tell you something, man. This how it goes. Quarterback, running back, receiver. They play a game. They put up so much numbers. They're out there celebrating, having a good time. It was a great team win. We did this good. We did that good. Next game, they play the 49ers. They get beat up. They don't put up numbers. Under 40 or 40-some yard rushing. Under 100 yards passing. They get to the podium. They sad. They beat up. They black and blue. Then after that, they play the next game. They back putting up numbers and stuff again.
Notice that?
You see the difference?
Mm-hmm.
They have fun, they play fun, they have fun, and then they put up all these numbers. But when they play us, they get beat up. Their numbers are low. They look like they've been beat up in the back alley.
Through hell, exactly.
And then they turn around and play the next game, and they back up happy, putting up numbers again.
You're right. Watch the
Tell you,
Panthers
man.
do a good job next week. Watch them.
Tell you, man, this defense is the best defense in the league. It's elite, man. This defense can carry us all the way to the playoffs, even to the Super Bowl, man.
I believe it.
And I want to give a shout out to Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan, them plays I seen Sunday, I ain't never seen them before. Never seen them before in my life. That play that Debo ran in the end zone.
Yeah.
Had Emmanuel Sanders motioning to the right side, and then Debo coming right behind him. But Debo ended up getting the ball and running in the end zone. I ain't never seen that play before.
And it did so timing, the handoff, everything was so quickly done. The parents in there, whoa, oh.
Man, I tell you what, Ronbo, I am so thankful. We all should be so thankful and blessed that we have Kyle Shanahan as our head coach. Do you know George Kittle said that Kyle Shanahan changes his playbook every week?
I believe
It's
it.
a different playbook every week. That's
And
crazy,
if they're
man.
sharp enough to be able to grasp it, I'm impressed with the players, too. If you can keep up with Shanahan, man, you ain't, boy. Whoa.
And and I'm gonna tell you another thing. This is the headline for the 49ers right now. The San Francisco 49ers are great. They're one of the best teams in the NFC, if not the best. But there's one thing they missing. When it comes down, they're gonna the second half of the season is hard. They're gonna slip up one of these games, either Baltimore, Green Bay, or
Somebody.
Green Bay or New Orleans. Can Jimmy G, if any one of those teams can stop the run, can Jimmy G
Carry the team.
be clutch for the 49ers? Can he go toe-to-toe with Breeze? Can he go toe-to-toe with Rodgers? They said the 49ers are an elite team, but the one thing they missing is can Jimmy G lead them when the game is close? Man, I'm going to tell you something, man. Jimmy G ain't got to prove nothing to no damn body. This 49ers run attack offense is the best in the league, man. It will carry you through any game. I don't think no team on the remaining schedule can stop this running attack. I don't see nobody that can stop it. I don't give a damn about the Saints defense or the Packers defense. They won't be able to stop this running offense that Kyle Shanahan got.
And Will,
So
especially when
y'all
Juice
can miss
gets
me with
back,
that.
McClinchy and Staley, it's done. It's done. Stop with that. They should stop with that whole possible scenario. It's not possible. And even if it does, I got belief in Jimmy G would be able to do that. He's done it before.
I'm telling you, man. So that's all. That's all I had tonight, man. But
All right, fam. That's good
these are
stuff.
facts, man. Everybody's saying it, man. Oh yeah, if we do get Taylor Gabriel, I'm all for it. And if anybody disagree, you just go ahead and watch Atlanta play Seattle in the NFC Championship game and watch Atlanta against the Patriots in that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna see who Taylor Gabriel is. So if he comes here,
Broke.
I'm all for it, man.
It broke some ankle. I saw him. I saw that ankle breaking move. Fam, we'll see you tomorrow. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be back. I gotta feel the 49ers are serious about this deal. All right.
All right, me too, man. All right, shout out to you, Ronbo, man. Shout out to my TNT family, play upon the Dre Trez, Big Show, Russo. You know what I'm saying? All them guys. Shout out to the Ronbo Sports Fan Club, man. Sheik, Jersey Joe, Rico, all them guys, man. Coach Tim Sewell, all them guys, man. F the Rams, F Rudy. Still out Super Bowl, only scored 3 points. Got 55 points put on by the Buccaneers, who we beat 31-17. They got Jalen Ramsey for nothing. And they bankrupt. All right, Ronbo.
Will, I'll see you tomorrow, fam. Good stuff. Ooh, James out there enjoys it. Come on in, James.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? How you doing, man?
Oh, James, man, I got that that crazy feeling when you're sitting in church and all of a sudden you feel the touch and presence of somebody omnipotent. I'm telling you right now, James, this is crazy, man. 7-0. Ho!
Hey, I tell you what, it's back here in 2012 and when we went 2013 when we were on our way to the Super Bowl. I seen nights where I tried to sleep, I tossed and turned, and I just couldn't. I'm thinking of what I seen on the field, but last night was another night like that. And it's been a few nights this season, same way. They're just playing some ultimate football. And I would like to say this. I heard that Kyle Allen had called Sam Darnold, and he's like, no, Darnold called Allen and said, I know you had to be seeing ghosts. He said, heck no, I wasn't seeing no ghosts, but I was seeing spirits, man.
Did any of them look like Nick Bosa?
Man, listen, let me tell you something. Right now, I know a lot of people are saying that, Dion said something last night on primetime. He said he wonders if Garoppolo is ready for the prime time because right now we're rolling. And that's a good thing to say, but at the end of the day, I think we're more a threat to opposing teams than those teams are a threat to us. Because
Thank
why?
you.
Kyle Shanahan is an offensive guru. Okay. He will take advantage of your weakness. He will come out there with 12, no more than 15 scripted plays to see what you do.
Mm-hmm.
And when you tip your hand, that's when he will take ultimate advantage of it. Did you see Luke Cook yesterday?
He was
The
mad as
man,
hell.
he had that neck thing to monitor like head injuries.
Yeah.
It's kind of like some kind of neck band he had on. Man, he took that thing off, man. He was over there cursing to himself, like, what are they doing? Are
And
they
his
in this
teammates,
game?
from what I heard.
Bro,
And
listen,
his
they
teammates.
were so confused with each other. I mean, Jed York probably had to have security in that locker room. But hey, that's what happens when you play Kyle Shanahan style of football. And listen, the big picture, we're all seeing it. Yeah, we got we got to play a couple of sets of Cardinals Thursday and following see Chickens the Monday after we come back. Then we got the Cardinals again at home, and then we got them again. I think it is. No, we play them
It's
Thursday.
Cardinals, Hawks, Cardinals.
Right. Okay. And then, we're going to get into the so-called, as they say, the teams that, they
Tough.
think that it might be hard for us to get by. Well, that's what they said about Tampa.
Yep.
That's what they said about Pittsburgh.
Yep.
That's what they said about Cleveland, that,
L.A.
Baker Mayfield and then LA. But one of the premier running backs in Todd Gurley didn't even come out there and get going. At the same time, here it is. It's just like a well-oiled machine right now, man. And they're hitting, firing on all cylinders. The defense is coming out there. They're playing lights out football to take advantage of the other team, and it's just dominance, man. And let me put this little antidote out there. Listen, we all know there's some little chirping here and there about, oh, you didn't want this guy, you didn't want that guy. Well, I'll say it like this. Hey, me, myself, I wasn't on the Bosa train, but guess what? I'd rather have the Empire mad with me because a lot of you don't know me, and I don't know y'all no more than Ronbo, but you can't find me, and I hope you don't for your own safety. But at the same time, I'm going to say it like this. Um, it's simple. I'd rather have you mad with me than to be mad with John Lynch or Kyle Shanahan if they didn't pick this guy. Okay. So my kudos go out to them for an excellent job they have done as a GM and a head coach. And Jed York has gave them the keys to the car, and they're driving it. And this team right now is primed to do this for years to come if we can stay healthy and they keep it together. Now, I'm going to say this about trading CJ. I understand how great Taylor Gabriel's was with them in Atlanta with Kyle, but at the same time, we kind of got to watch that money because it's primary guys
We
that
got
we
time
need
running
to
out on
get
that
signed
because
or
they
start
got
extending. You understand?
James. Yeah, I understand.
Yes, sir.
We need to finish this one tomorrow, though. Let me get
No
back because we
problem,
will be
Ronbo.
back tomorrow. All right,
All
Phil.
right, Nana Empire, Nana for life. It is what it is. Thank you for having me. Have a great
Thank you,
evening and be
James.
blessed. All right,
You
man.
too, Phil. Night. James makes up a great point. I wish we had more time to get into that. We'll find out more about this tomorrow. Hey, Kenny.
What's up, Rombo?
Kenny, fam. You got any good or bad grade you want to give out tonight? Do you agree with the 49ers pretty much scoring the high B's, let's say, mid-range B's to high A's? Man, I mean, that was just a performance.
Hey, you know what? We were on a roll at the beginning of the year for stopping teams from having rushing touchdowns. Now we're on a 4-game winning streak
Yeah.
without allowing a passing touchdown. So,
Yeah. As a matter of fact, we turned it around.
We go from one record to another, but you know what? I'm a huge Jimmy G fan, man. It upsets me that there's people knocking him, you know what I mean? But I want to ask you 3 questions, Rombo.
All right.
Okay, what team has the fewest punts in the league right now?
God, it's got to be us. We're rarely. You see Mitch on occasion.
It's the 49ers, and you got to have a good quarterback to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know who's number 1 in the league for first downs?
Oh, yeah. We got that one easy, right?
You got to have a good quarterback to do that.
Thank you.
You know who's first on third down conversions?
Is that us again?
You got to have a good quarterback to do that. You know what, Rombo? This dude is not carrying us, but he's with this team and he's taking us, man. And he's doing what Shanahan's asking him to do.
That's
you know what
right.
I mean?
That's part of the game plan. But let him throw.
Go ahead, Rombo.
No, but with all that being said, and all those pluses, 3 very serious stats. He throws 1 INT, and here they come. I really cannot respect that. But go ahead.
Mm-hmm. You know, he's only doing what Shanahan's asking him to do. Shanahan's not asking him to throw deep balls. He's not saying chuck it down the field. And, I mean, this team right now is ready to go. And I don't see any other team in the NFL as good as us right now. The Patriots, they say the Patriots are number 1, but them Patriots, they play garbage-ass teams. I'm telling you, look at the
whole
schedule.
conference. Yeah.
And besides, their division is so weak. They're in the weakest division in football.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you get to play the Jets and Dolphins twice each.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Hey, we're in the toughest division in the league, the NFC West. The Rams ain't no punks. The Rams are not no punks. Just because
No,
we
you
whooped
gotta
their ass,
play him. Yeah.
just because we spanked them, don't mean that they're punks, dude. They're a good team still. I mean, like Will said, look at the teams we play, and then look at them after. They're look at Cleveland and the Rams. They came out and they tore teams up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so we're ready to go, man. And I don't know how far we're gonna go as far as being undefeated, but we're definitely going deep in the playoffs. And I hope and pray that we get home field advantage in the playoffs at Levis Stadium, because that game was lit last week. And if that kind of energy remains throughout the season at them games at home,
Yeah.
man, this team is gonna be on top of the world, man. And I don't see the Patriots beating us at all this year. If we go to the only reason I bring up the Patriots because them fuckers end up in the Super Bowl every damn year.
Every year.
But
And like you
every year.
say, due to the division they play in, which is an automatic 4 wins. And before Buffalo, this last year, Buffalo was an automatic 6 wins. Buffalo couldn't beat nobody. God.
Hey, you know what? This defense is really, really good. I don't see anybody stopping us this year. So the only team I kind of look at is the Saints, but that's about it. That's it.
And
Phil
you know,
said
Kyle,
we probably played the best running back we're going to play all year, and that was McCaffrey.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. And Nick Chubb over in Cleveland. And the Rams had a couple of good running backs we played them. So yeah, it doesn't get any harder. Not really. He's not an all day, I'll kill you with 100-yard running back. He's that guy that hurts you out in the flat. So yeah, Kenny, tell you what, fam. Hey, let me see tomorrow. Because I got a feeling we're going to be back tomorrow for the trade that everybody speculates is probably going to take place. The 49ers could use some assets. And between you and I, Kenny, and this is going to make you happy in particular because I know how you feel about Marquise Goodwin, I think Taylor Gabriel's coming in to take his spot.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
I don't know. You know what I mean? But anyways, Ronbo Sports A1 since day one. Shout out to all the Ronbo maniacs in the chat watching the show. And man, back up off my quarterback. He's doing just fine.
Come on, man. God, really
13-3 because we got Jimmy G. 13-3 because we got Jimmy G. Let's go, San Francisco.
Kenny! Hey, Dean, your boy Kenny said, where you at, man? All right, Kenny. Talk to you later, fam.
Yep.
Kenny representing the Northwest. Hey, and now, as he enters the building, all rise for the audible Rev 49er hits. Rev!
Ronbo!
Ooh, Rev, we're missing you, fam.
Oh, yeah, man. You know, just work. Work.
You're getting it done. I love the focus.
But hey, let's jump into this. Shout out to my beautiful family, repping that red and gold 24/7, 365 worldwide. Shout out to the man Ronbo.
Thanks,
for
man.
giving us this platform to speak our love and our unity for our 49ers. Well, got that out the way. Let me tell you about much hate that I received today here in Carolina.
I forgot about that.
I had my 49er flags on my car. I am wearing my 49er T-shirt. I'm at a traffic light. Guy pulls up next to me. He's a Panthers fan. He goes, fuck the 49ers. And I looked at him, and I was like, I saw his little Carolina little emblem. So I laughed. I was like, did you change your kitty litter? Oh, okay. All right, keep it moving. So I just want to point out a couple of things that I've spoke of, throughout before the season started. And once again, it's that defense, man. I said it. Most of y'all know, #pain and punishment. I don't care who you are. That defense does not care who you are. Supposedly, the quarterback for the Panthers put that tweet out on Twitter. Then Gerald McCoy talk about we want all the smoke, blah, 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 blah. Do you know not to say these things to us? See, we attack you with silence. We let the game do the talking. And then we talk shit about you after the game. That's how we do it. Now, with that being said, Kyle Shanahan, and he is a mastermind genius of his own right. I mean, what he did, and I've watched the game twice already, and breaking down schematically of what he's doing, he deliberately did all these motions and all these sets to piss off the linebackers for the Carolina Panthers.
It worked.
He deliberately did it. He deliberately.
This call is being recorded.
He just.
Rev, hold on just a second. Rev, hold on a second. If you're calling in, please do not do anything more than just call in. We'll handle letting you in when we get you in, okay? Because we don't want to have everybody talking while people talking. So please, just call in and stop right there, and we'll take it from there. Thanks, Rev. All right, go ahead, Rev.
Just to see how we exploded on that ground game yesterday just speaks volume. It's just Kyle Shanahan is of a mind of his own. I love how this team is just they're moving. We appreciate all the doubters, the naysayers, the haters, however you want to throw it out there. That's fine and cool. We're just gonna let the game do the talking. We don't need Jimmy G to put up Aaron Rodgers numbers or Drew Brees numbers. We just need him to control the game, manage the game, and do what he needs to do. Our defense will shut you out. The big argument is the Saints are the better team, which I heard that. Of course, the Packers are 7-1, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. But once again, you guys have not faced a defense like this. Period. You haven't. So I'm just waiting for it. Just be humble, fam. Enjoy the fruits of this success, because the hard work that we put in to get to this level, the dark years we have faced before this, it's all showing right now. Mm-hmm. It's all showing.
And we
y'all know my
this.
quote. Y'all know my quote. In order to beat a man, you got to beat the man. And right now, we are 7-0, earned 7-0. Mm. Woo! Ronbo, I thank you. We love you. Niner fam, just keep repping these colors. Keep it in thought. I do want to close this out. All my 49er fam out there with these wildfires, prayers are staying up strong. They're going strong. You know what I mean? Just Lord, keep them safe. Keep them blessed and everything. Keep your heads up. Keep your heads up. Stay humble. We're winning, and it feels good to win. We're on top. We are earning every last game, every last W. Oh, and by the way, that boy Nick Bosa, let's just throw this out there. We got 3 guys on that defensive line that have 7 sacks each. That's all I got to say.
And it was plenty, too.
Thank you, Ronbo. We love you.
Thanks, fam. Love you back.
All right, I'll holler at y'all. Peace.
All right, Rev. Looking forward to it. All right. And be careful, the Panther fans. Keep your eyes left and right. Right, Rev. Mark. Come on in, Mark.
I'm with the man, the myth, the 49 fan, legend, Ronbo Sports. What's going on, Ronbo?
Hey, Mark. I'll tell you, I still know. The other day I was calling myself preparing. Hey, but remember, it may not be a 16-0 season, so try to keep the joy down to a manageable level. I can't do it, Mark. I'm overjoyed. But how you feeling tonight? And what are you thinking about this? Since it's Monday.
I'm in the same boat, Ronco. Going 16-0, that's so far-fetched. But when you look at the schedule, you know it's doable, but you're trying to brace yourself for that moment where, and it's hard because I'm trying to brace myself, but damn, I don't see it happening. But at the same time, mentally, I know I got to brace myself.
Yes.
So,
because you don't know what kind of impact it's going to have on you. Because you riding this high, and somebody brings you down all of a sudden. I don't want to go into an immediate depression, but I got to tell you though, Mark.
Yeah.
As Kyle Shanahan continues to manipulate offense like he does,
oh man,
I just wonder if the way these guys follow instructions, we got some very smart players that they can go out there and execute. Because like what Rev was bringing up, first of all, when he said Kyle goes out there with 15 or 16 plays, every one of those plays, whichever one affects Kyle mentally, like he wants to see what he sees, he has got concepts coming off of that particular play to take him a whole game.
Yeah.
The man is pure genius, Mark. Good Lord, he's
Yeah,
incredible.
they said, man, he was just saying how one play might only net a yard or two, but it sets up 2 plays later.
Yes.
And I know coaches think about that stuff, but it's just in the way that he does it. It's one thing to say, I'm going to run up the middle, and then 2 plays later we're going to do a play action. He's doing things that kind of bite. Like he's doing them reverse ends or fake reverse where guys are going in motion. So once you see it once, you're like, oh, they're doing that thing again. So it's a little bit different than just, oh, I'm going to run up the middle and do a play action 2 plays later. He's got this whole thing formulated out, man. It's crazy, man. And these Cardinal fans out here are nervous, bro.
Oh, they need to
They're
be.
nervous, Ronbo. I'm getting texts, Ronbo. I'm not even texting them. I'm getting texts, oh, this is going to be a tough game for us. And one friend talked about, oh, yeah, we had to get Drake because our but we got running backs hurt, so, we kind of beat up. I said, man, it don't matter, bro. It really don't matter.
Best answer you could give, too. That makes you feel frustrated.
It don't matter, bro. I don't care who you can go get Emmitt Smith and bring him back 20 years. It don't matter, bro. It don't matter who you line up back.
Yeah, it's not gonna help you.
Yeah. So man, Bosa, man, it's that dude is amazing, Ronbo. I just can't get enough of the fact, like James was saying, man, I'm one of the people. I wanted what's his name, but hey, man, I know he's talking about. I think Sean or somebody else, and I've said the same thing. I've given you grief about not needing a receiver. We don't need to get caught up in all that, fellas. We wanted who we want, like yep. James said. Long as it pans out, that they get paid the big money to make them decisions. So we all here to support whoever they drafted. Like I said when they drafted those, I'm gonna support whoever they draft. Man, I'm just ecstatic about it, bro. It seems like the NFL is now they ran out of excuses, Ronbo. Now they hanging on to the Jimmy thing. They just run out of excuses. Oh, they ain't played nobody. They haven't done this, and now all of a sudden, they're to be feared. But Jimmy G's like, it's ridiculous, man. But this organization has got his hands around everything, man. I think I get critical on Jimmy, but at the same time, I think he's doing what he got to do. I think when he's sticking to the system. Tom Brady wasn't made overnight, people. He was not made overnight.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? He had to get into the system. And it didn't take him a year or two. It took Tom Brady a while to be Tom Brady. So I'm not saying Jimmy's Tom, but I'm just saying he's learning the system. He's still getting integrated in the system. He knows it, but it still has to unravel. You know what I'm saying?
He knows it, but he hasn't mastered
coming
it.
together.
Nowhere close mastering it yet. So
no, that's what I'm saying. It takes time to be great, man. If you could throw all these big, how many quarterbacks do we see with these big arms and these big plays at stat leading, fantasy leading quarterbacks? How many Super Bowls, aside Tom Brady, how many Super Bowl rings do they have?
Well,
even Aaron Rodgers.
2.
Even Aaron Rodgers. Like, that's my favorite quarterback. Of all, besides Joe Montana, that's my favorite playing quarterback is Aaron Rodgers. But even him, how many rings he got?
10.
So I don't care nothing about that. Y'all can call Jimmy whack sorry. Y'all gonna call him Super Bowl champion whack sorry soon. It don't matter to me, y'all.
Mike, we're going to tell you what, we're going to see you tomorrow too, fam, because I got a feeling the adventures of the 49ers will continue overnight too. So, fam.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, yeah, and I know you got to go, but if we get good, I'm critical on Goodwin, man. I've been harsh on him. I just kind of feel like whatever personal things he got going on, he needs to attend to that. I mean, I just kind of like this year after year after year after year, we sitting around waiting, oh, Goodwin's out. I'm tired of it, man. I don't know what it is, and I hope it's not nothing crazy. I wish the best for him. I just wish he would take some time to go get his life or whatever is going on, have your kids, whatever it is you're working on, and then come back. Anyway, all right, Ronbo.
So agree. All right, Mark. Good stuff, man. All right, see tomorrow, Mark. I tell you, I never want to say anything about Marquise Goodwin. I really have nothing bad to say, but I am concerned. Hey,
man.
Justin, yes.
Man.
Yes.
Man, leave Goodwin alone, man.
No. You know what? It's not like that. It's not like that.
Man.
It's not like that, Justin. We just hope that his personal life can get to a place where it's manageable and he can still go to work. Can you imagine not being able to go to class or whatever because your personal life is overwhelming? That's a very scary situation. I feel bad for him for that. This is 3 years running.
I agree.
You know?
Yeah.
So I'm just hoping best for him. Yeah.
I know, but all we could do as a 49 faithful is, come together and, hope for the best for
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
because,
I do. I'm a huge Goodwin
it's
fan.
tough, man. When you saw he was, his wife is pregnant again. You're hoping, you're praying that they're going to be okay, they're healthy, and then for personal reasons again, you're like, no, please, no, he can't be going through this again.
I know
I'm hoping
that
the
did
best.
worry me too. Yeah.
But before I start off, I want to say all my prayers out to people in Sonoma County right now. The
Yeah,
fires
them
are crazy right now.
fires, man.
I want to say that before I start off and saying my thoughts and prayers are going out to the people right now. My thoughts and prayers, it's important we think about. But anyways, let's get to football. Taylor Gabriel to the 49ers. That's what they're talking about. Chicago. Adam Schefter won Chicago Sports today in the morning, and he was saying that Chicago is trying to trade for Befford. I don't know why, but apparently Chicago called.
You had to add that, didn't you? He could be a good quarterback. I don't know.
In what world? I don't
Bizarro.
know.
No,
Oh, man.
I'm not going to say anything bad about CJ.
You
He just needs refinement.
we need, because me and you have gone back. Me and you have gone back over this. Over if we need another receiver, and we might need a Gabriel. Because Hurd might be into reserve, or Taylor might be into reserve, and just bring up Gabriel. You never know, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that yet. I really don't.
Well, I tell you, who's
that?
Who's that guy, the cornerback that did a great job against the Seahawks in the Super Bowl, stopped him from winning that Super Bowl?
No. Oh, Malcolm Butler.
Malcolm Butler. Did you see against Atlanta versus New England? Did you see what Taylor Gabriel did to Malcolm Butler? I mean, I've never seen ankles get snapped so badly. Taylor Gabriel is a force. He could be what we need Marquise Goodwin to be, but he'll be there all the time. And you put him on the field with number 17, and that's what I wanted to see this weekend. Marquise and Sanders on the same field at the same time. Ooh, that would be nasty vicious. But maybe we'll see that this week.
No. We got to see this week, and Kyler Murray saying that he's gonna, if he carves up our defense, they're gonna feel good about it. Okay, Kyler Murray, have you not watched any of our highlights? Have you not watched any of our defensive highlights? We shut down every quarterback that's there to come our way. We have just shut down them. Good luck, kid. Good luck, kid. I wish you the best, but good luck, kid.
And also,
you want to wear all
has
black?
he got a Twitter account? Don't say things.
You want to wear all? Hey, he wants to wear all throwback. The colorless black uniform. He said that's gonna give him motivation to do good. Good luck to you. God. I wish you luck with those jerseys, man. I wish you luck because as I say, when you see a black cat walk across the street, it means bad luck.
Turn sideways.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Love it. Good luck. Good luck. Anyway, because that defense is scary, man. That defense is scary. Bosa, scary. Who want to kill Quinn Williams and what's his name? Josh Allen? I don't know where those people at now. And that defense is scary.
Quinn is very quiet. Josh Allen's done a pretty good job. But that's it of the top three.
No, the only negative I got to say about the whole game was the safety. The safety. That was the biggest negative for me. The safety was the biggest negative for me. I was like, why are you dropping back? Why? Like, you got Breida, you got Kevin Coleman, you got Mark. You just hand it off and get rid of.
Justin, the bottom line, we got to go though, Justin. But the bottom line was they were completely confused. But anyway, Justin, on the strength of what you said, as far as Taylor Gabriel, I think we're going to be back tomorrow for the trade. All right, so I'll be looking for you then.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully, we need a receiver, man. We need a receiver. If Hurd and Taylor are done, we need a receiver.
Well, I don't know. We got Debo out there doing a good job yesterday. But anyway, we'll see what happens tomorrow. All right. Oh, man. And let's go to 256 Huntsville, Alabama.
Hello. Hey, Ronbo.
Hey, who is this?
This is Theandra.
Because your name flashes up on the screen, and this time I got your location. Well, hey, Deandra, good to hear from you. Say yes. Hello.
Good to be here. Good to be here.
Well, I know you got plenty of thoughts on what's been going on around San Francisco. What are you thinking?
Well, I got a few ideas.
All right.
With this whole Jimmy G and him throwing an interception a game, it's pretty much two reasons for that. Let me help with the perspective.
Right.
Number one, this past week was his 16th start. So he's a young quarterback with 16 starts. He's going to have growing pains.
Yes.
That's understandable. Then he's in Kyle Shanahan's offense, which we know takes a while to grasp.
Absolutely.
Matt Ryan, his first year, 21 touchdowns, 16 interceptions.
See?
The second reason for that is Kyle Shanahan. We compare to him being a chess player, but he's a chess player and a high-stakes poker player at the same time.
Ooh,
because his scheme, a lot of his pass plays are high risk, high reward, which means they run a high risk of being intercepted because of the way he schemes them up. Prime example, the 2 touchdown passes he threw, the one to the Bucks, or he drew up the one to the Bucks with Pettis. If Pettis didn't make that cut at the time he made the cut, that's an interception. That's not even a quarterback safe throw to make, but that was schemed up. And Jimmy said that they had practiced it in practice, and they got a chance to do it in the game. If you look, when the ball left his hand, Pettis hadn't even made his break yet. It was straight heading towards the defender. He made his cut at the last minute and caught that ball, and that was a touchdown. Same thing with Sanders yesterday. That touchdown on the goal line, that ball left Jimmy's hand way before Sanders even made his cut. It was actually headed for a defender. But he made that cut, that break at the last second, and he caught the ball. If he didn't make his break, if he slipped down and fell, or if he got held, that would have been an interception or a pick six. Right. So when you see plays like that, you already know Kyle Shanahan is a high-risk, high-reward. And that's why he got mad at Jimmy earlier in the season when he was like, just throw the effing ball.
Do like because
I know what it looks like. I know what it looks like. But if you trust me and trust my scheme, I'm telling you, when he breaks his cut, you put the ball where he's supposed to be. If it's an interception, we'll deal with that at the end of it. But I at least need the ball out your hand because this is what it's going to do. You got to trust the process, which is why him and Matt Ryan bumped heads. Because Matt was like, this ain't what's up. And so that's why he also wants a quarterback that has precision and has the mental capacity, because you're throwing in tight windows, because you're throwing to spots, not necessarily receivers all the time. And then you got to think about the scheme itself. These receivers ain't running like little routes and like, I'm just going to run this route. No, the routes are dictated on what the defense is doing. So after the ball snap, if you got 2 single high safeties, that's going to tell the receiver, okay, it's 2 single high. The linebackers don't bid on what they thought was a run, so the play action worked. So the middle of the field is wide open. So I'm going to break towards the center. That's where Jimmy is supposed to go with the ball based on his read. But if anything goes wrong, or if that receiver breaks outside instead of in because he misread his cues, then you got an interception.
INT. And so I just want to piggyback on that real second. You remember that play that Deebo Sanders made, and Jimmy looked like he threw right to the safety, and Deebo flashed across the field, timed his leap, went up, got the ball, hit the ground, he lost it. But that was the quintessential essence of what you're talking about right now. That was beautiful.
Exactly.
Oh, if he just would have made that catch.
And that's why you hear Kyle Shanahan say, no, he made the right read. No, I wasn't mad at that. I know that's one he wish he could have back. Yep. Yeah, because 2020 is hindsight.
Yes.
But if everything goes, that's why Jimmy be like, they'd be like, well, what did you see on that play with the interception? Well, there's a lot of variables. You're right, because when he dropped back, he got more than one receiver running more than one route with more than one option, depending on what the safeties do. If the free safety fall into the box and they're going to be one-on-one with the high safety and the cornerback. I'm about to cut. If I beat my cornerback, I'm still have to break before I get to the safety. Like all of these variables. So it's going to be a high interception percentage type plays that he's running, but that's what you get with Kyle, because he's a high stakes offensive coordinator. So it's a combination of all three of those things.
Absolutely.
So give him time in the system. Those interceptions will cut down when everybody is familiar enough to where they'll figure it all out.
Absolutely. And the receivers every bit as responsible as Jimmy. They have a job to do.
Correct.
Jimmy has a job to do. When everybody does their job, and Theandra, do you realize if they keep this group together, do you know next year that this team will be absolutely offensively untouchable? There is no defense against that kind of play. And you got a run game too.
And that's why. And that's why Kyle Shanahan is a genius, because as a defensive coordinator or a defensive player, you will get mad because you're like, okay, I didn't bite. I done exactly what I was supposed to do according to the defense that I'm running, but the receivers got options in their routes based upon what I do and don't do. If I bite, they cut in. If I don't bite, they cut out towards numbers.
There it is.
So it's like, what am I supposed to do?
Stand there and get embarrassed.
You
are amazing. I loved when you pointed out. We're out of time. That's why, fam, I've already told Theodore we got to do a one-on-one so she can tell you all. This lady knows her football. Oh, Theodore, let me answer my note. I'm gonna see about you a little later, okay? We got to go now. I'll be back tomorrow, though.
No problem, Ronbo. All right.
Theodore, have a great night.
Bye-bye. You too.
Yeah. God, she pointed it out, boy. That is the essence of Shanahan offense. High risk, but the rewards can be even higher. Shay, come on in here, fam.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
Ronbo, how you doing, Ronbo?
Oh, doing great. I'm telling you. I Monday Night Raw, normally in history says the grades, we'd come in with all kind of D's and F's. We're not doing that anymore. The 49ers didn't get anything below a B this week, and those grades are going to go up each and every week, Shake. But what is your feeling on this game as far as who did what and how well they did it and overall performances and all that good stuff? And if you got something like what the other has pointed out, some Kyle Shanahan perspective, because this is a very complex individual, boy. What's up?
Yeah. No, yeah, Ronbo. I mean, just watching the game live was just epic. Seeing how the scheme unfolded. I was close to the stadium, but at the angle I was at, I really couldn't see like the whole depth perception of the field. But there was route combos and good plays that I seen that Kyle made. One of the plays actually, another 49er analyst had broken it down, but it's actually my favorite play of the whole game. It was a flip chip screen by Breida off a fake handoff. So on the play design, Breida looked like he was taking the handoff, and it was kind of like the same thing they did against the Bengals. And it was a blitzing linebacker was coming down for the blitz, and he shot the gap, or I think it was a D end actually. Brian Burns or Bruce Irvin over pursued on the gap assignment, and was coming in to look like hit Breida, and Jimmy pulled the ball back, and then Breida just acted like he was gonna come up and hit him. But he didn't. He just turned around, and then Jimmy just dumped it off for like a 22-yard pass, to where he got onto the goal line. But it's things like that like makes Kyle Shanahan look like a genius. And listen, I know everybody's getting on Jimmy. I'm kind of hard on Jimmy. I just wish some of the decision making was a lot better. I know the last caller was breaking down film, but there has been throws that it's just completely terrible decision making. It's not even scheme. It's not even misreads. It's just bad decision making. Like the Luke Kuechly interception was a terrible interception. He was actually being draped by Kuechly was being draped on Kittle, and he ended up. Well, Kuechly just made a beast play, but it's still the defender was too close. I would either throw the ball away or you try to make a play somewhere else.
And you know what's so funny? For what you just said, for the reasons that was just pointed out, don't take the shot if the players are in the wrong position. George was not in a position to flash left or right.
Exactly.
Kuechly was. So in essence, Kuechly became his receiver because he threw to a spot. Kuechly read it. He flashes over. He makes the play. That's where it gets dangerous. Absolutely right. He admitted so in his press conference.
Oh, no,
too.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But it was the same thing like the Bucks read. Like he anticipated. Bernard Hargreaves knew he was going to go short on the third down. He picked it off for a pick six. And then the same thing with the Redskins game. They were running a cover two. I guess Jimmy didn't read it, but he had a guy draped beneath. Pettis had a guy underneath him, and then had a guy over top, and he still threw the ball. It throws like that you kind of like. I understand it was a rainy game. He wanted to make a play. But it feels like that you just kind of question, like, come on, Jimmy. But, at the end of the day, I still think he's getting his feet wet. And what the caller said, it's his 17th start.
17th game, yeah.
But
he'll get there.
At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? He's still a rookie. Like, he just finished his rookie year. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So you can't be too hard on him. And I just look for him to, maybe, like, hey, Jimmy, maybe you might want to restructure that contract so we can keep this defense around. I don't know. They might approach him about it in the offseason.
Not necessarily, Shay. And remember, from what you just said, remember, Jimmy's played now a full season. Matt Ryan took an entire season. He threw an incredible amount of INTs.
Right.
This is all part of the process.
You're absolutely
now, when you
right.
consider 16 games or 17 games, watch what happens from here.
No, absolutely. But Ronbo, this defense is special. I just can't wait for Thursday night. It's going to be another good game. The air raid, all they do is they like to do a lot of split screens, and they like to throw the ball a lot. So I'm predicting at least another 9 to 10 sack game for the 49ers. But Ronbo, thank you for all that you do, brother. Shout out to my TT brothers, Will Dre, Trez, Russo, Jerry Fresh, all my guys. And Ronbo, thank you for what you do, for giving us a platform. I'm still recovering from my voice, as you can tell.
But you had a good time, birthday boy.
Yes, I did, sir. Yeah, good, Ronbo.
All right. Have a great night, Shay. Look forward to tomorrow. All right, fam. Oh, good. And that other Justin.
What up, Ronbo?
Oh, Justin, man, we just been wallowing in what looks to be a glorious season so far. Oh, man, I can't wait till...
Man, that
we don't have to wait till
good.
Sunday. I tell you.
Man, after every Sunday, I get to put on a new cover photo on my Facebook. It feels so good. I remember last year I didn't even see the cover photos. I was
You gotta put Justin, you got to put that shot where they're taking that photo in the end zone celebration. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's exactly what one I got right there. That 7-0. They did so. Oh, man, I love this defense. They eating my man Nick Bosa. You know him. I think he might be defensive player of the year, just like DeMarcus Lawrence was. Well, Lawrence Taylor, my bad. I said DeMarcus.
Lawrence Taylor.
Like Lawrence Taylor was.
We
can't stick those two names in the same, DeMarcus and Lawrence Taylor. But no,
I know DeMarcus
Lawrence Taylor
failing.
and Nick Bosa. Man,
Yes.
Nick Bosa might be onto something. I don't want to start speaking that in too soon, but Nick Bosa's a dog out there, man. That type of play right there, not too many defensive ends are going to be able to take a chip block to their side, jump up, catch the ball, and run 46 yards down the thing, shoving a quarterback space down to the ground, and ditching and dodging people. Like, not too many people
And
in
one
this
straight
league can
arm,
do
too.
that.
Don't forget about that.
Yeah, that little stiff on that. Yeah,
Dude's
not
got
too many people can
cat-like
do that.
reflexes.
And I got to give some credit out to my man, Tevin Coleman, first 49ers since Jerry Rice to score 4 touchdowns. Second on that list now, tied up with Jerry Rice. And you know who's on top of that still. It's still Jerry Rice up there with the 5 TDs.
Yeah, I know.
You feel me? But no, Tevin Coleman gets a cool little spot in there. He did his 4 TDs. I like that. I love that pickup by him. I remember in the beginning I was a little hesitant of starting him over Jeff Wilson Jr. I'm done with that now.
I know we all are.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
was with you. I ain't gonna lie.
We're all in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I remember like about 4 weeks ago we were talking about it like, man,
We're going to make Jeffrey Wilson sit
better
out?
than Jeffrey Wilson, 4 touchdowns in 2 weeks. Come on. Man, Tevin
I
Coleman
want
doing
Jeffrey
one
Wilson
game.
around the goal line. I know. I was me. I was hollering.
Man, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And I praise the Lord for Jeff Wilson not getting the concussion. I hope Matt Breida's okay. He was limited practice today. He should be back for Arizona that Halloween night. You know what I'm saying? Scary, spooky. We're going to be ready for that. But no, on the criticism on people on Jimmy G, man, like I just feel like people need to stop that he's fifth in the league in completion settings. And not even that. On average pass yards per play, he's 8th in the league. He's top 10 in average pass yards per play. What are you guys going to ask him more? He's the top, I understand the interceptions. He makes some bad plays, but he's practically still a rookie quarterback out there. He's had 17 starts. He's 15-2.
And
what are you going to ask?
He's got some things to learn. And you know what? As the game plan is, we're a run team because we got maniac running backs. We're going to use them.
Yeah.
People have to accept that and stop crying about, they're going to take the running game away from us. What you going to do then? Oh, man, who going to take the running game away? See, this is the thing I keep laughing about. Anybody going to take that running game away?
There's going to be a running game in almost every game. It's going to be near impossible to take the running game away. And if we do end up getting to that glory land and playing the Patriots in the Super Bowl, they are not a good team at run defense. They let Nick Chubb run for like 153 on them, or was that their full squad that did
he
that?
run that many yards?
It might have been their full squad. I might be mistaken.
Maybe,
I heard
but still, that's a lot of
153 pounds
yards.
running though. Yeah, it's a lot of yards. 100 yards like we gave up to not McCaffrey, but the whole running offense. Patrick McCaffrey, that's all they got in Carolina. About something a little over 100 yards. First running back we gave 100 yards to this year. And for you guys to think that you guys were talking about, we play another good running back against Green Bay. Aaron Jones is no joke.
Yeah, he is pretty good.
That boy is a monster over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's a beast.
Yeah.
Like he's. I don't think he's gonna be.
I don't want to hear shit about no Aaron Jones. I'm sorry, Ronbo. I just had to do that. Put me back on mute.
Hold on, Dre. Hold on. Sorry. Go ahead, Justin.
Man, but no. Besides that, I'm feeling happy about this year. We're 7-0. We're gonna keep on eating. This defense is grinding. We got Richard Sherman 3 picks in a year. Hasn't had that since the prime Seattle days. He's going to keep on eating.
He ain't done.
E-Man, you know what I'm saying? He's out there on that CB2. It don't matter if it's Kello in there or Emmanuel Mosley. They're going to both be eating. Manuel Sanders, first day as a Niner, gets that touchdown. Nice seeing you again, though, Ronbo. I'll be back, you know what I'm saying? I've been on a little rusty thing. I ain't been on. I just been enjoying the 7-0 start doing my own. But I'm going to start getting back in, talking to you more. Let's go Niners. You feel me? Let's go get that 8-0 on Thursday night, baby.
Yeah. All right, Justin. See you tomorrow, possibly. Get time,
have a good night.
You too.
All right.
And Dre, come on in, Dre.
Bruh said Aaron Jones, bruh. Look, man. Aaron Jones ain't shit compared to Chris McCaffrey. I ain't even trying to hear that.
I know, right? Kamara,
yeah,
he's okay.
Come on,
he ain't terrible, but he
okay,
ain't.
But,
he ain't the scariest dude out there.
Anyways, man. So I've been looking at some stuff with the salary cap, and this is just for people who, I just heard the last caller say, Jimmy, restructuring his contract. It's not going to happen, smart guy.
And no need.
So look,
he doesn't.
As of right now, going into next season, we have $17.5 million cap space. Okay, between Jarrett McKinnon, Solomon Thomas, and yes, the mental midget himself, Marquise Goodwin, $26 million. $26 million plus 17.5. What is that, Ronbo? That's $43 million, right?
That's a lot of money.
So that's $43 million in itself plus the 17, right? So that's $60 million, Ronbo. Yeah. I'm not worried about cap space, guys. Let's not even worry about that.
If we're not worried about that,
either. And then the cap, and then that's just projected cap space of what we have right now. The cap space goes up 6%. 6% of 192 million. You know how much that is, Ronbo? That's another $14 million. That's $74 million, guys. Please stop tripping about the cap space. I don't want to talk about cap space. Just stop. Stop it. Stop it.
And like you said, and also that you mentioned, there's key players that could be removed from the equation. This true. So.
Yeah. So, anyways, like I said, cap space is the least of our worries. Like, we're gonna have plenty of money, bro. Plenty of money. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, CJ Beathard, man, he's about to
Was it in Chicago?
Man, look here, Taylor Gabriel.
I like that.
Man, look here, man. When people say, well, hey, leave Marquise alone, bruh. Quan Alexander's brother was murdered, bruh. He got his brains blown out. He played the next day. Do you know what he did? He had 20 tackles, 2 interceptions, pick 6, and two forced fumbles, bro. Like, you put that anger and that rage and that hurt back out on the field, bro. You have a job to do, bro. Like, I get it, bro. I get it. My grandfather, stage 4 cancer, hadn't smoked 25 years, came out of nowhere. Bro, stuff happens, bro. You got to step up, bro. Like, pull your bootstraps up, pull your nuts out, slap them on the table, and say, I'm here. Like, bro, you're getting paid $5 million a year, bro. Like, you're literally, he's $5.5 million this year. Like, you're a waste of $5.5 million. Right now, up to this point, you're a waste of $5.5 million, bro.
Dre, you know what I forgot? Dre, what we forgot to do is this. Because people don't, by the way, let me just mention it's Monday Night Raw, and we are in the middle of a session of Let Me Holler at You. Hey. Continue, Dre.
Hey, Marquise, man. Marquise, I love you. I appreciate what you have done for us. But, bruh, you clearly do not have, what do I call it, the mental capacity and the dog makeup to be an NFL elite wide receiver. I think it's best for you to go train year round so you can be with your family more and go do your thing in the Olympics. You are a world-class Olympic athlete, but you're not built to be a 49er, bro. You're not ready for this quest for six. You're not ready. This was a game where if you were on the same field as Emmanuel Sanders and Kittle and the guys, bruh, Jimmy probably could have had 300 yards passing. But because things happen outside of football and you cannot focus on football and leave your stuff out of the game, you have to separate it. Bro, you cannot bring your personal life to work. Has anybody ever heard that? You can't bring your personal life to work, bro. So, I mean, it's just, hey, man, it's just a part of the game. It's a part of life, bro. Like, you know, you have to be able to play through adversity. Like I said, Quan Alexander's brother was murdered senselessly for nothing. He played the next day, and he dominated. That's the type of guys we need.
Why you making? And I don't know anybody can make off any argument where you feel sorry for Marquise, but still, this is the truth.
It's a lot of people in the chat room saying next. Hey man, like all of the names that I see saying next caller, bro. I don't know who you are. You're new to this. I've been here going on 6 years, bro. So I mean, next caller.
All right, tell you what, we'll go. And we looking for you tomorrow, all right? See what's happening to Taylor Gabriel. All right, fam. Appreciate you, Dre.
All right, bro.
Night,
Peace.
Yeah. And you know, the harsh truth is we do need Goodwin for these games. And like I said yesterday, that game, we'll see Thursday. I think he's okay now, and he's back at practice. So let's see. Hey, 559 Madera, California. Hello.
What's up, Ronbo?
Yo, who is this?
This is Big Heck.
Big Eric, is that right? Big Eric?
Big Heck.
Oh, Big Heck. Hey, Big Heck, come on in, fam.
What's going on, Ronbo? As you can tell, I lost my voice. I was at
you
the
must
game
have missed the
yesterday. Oh, yeah. It was first game of the season for me. Man, what a year a difference makes, man.
Oh, gosh, yes.
What
That's
a year.
unbelievable difference.
Just 1 year. Yes,
but you know, Big Heck,
it's amazing to see this
could have
team
had something not quite this good, but we could have had something similar last year had every dang body not went down to injury like that. But they fixed that this year.
Exactly.
They drafted and got so many good players now and let all the people who can't help, because you got to be sitting on the bench and actually be potentially starter material for another team. So the 49ers got all of that sitting on the bench. Who knew that Brunskill at school, I had a feeling he might be okay because he did good coming out of school. But who knew that some of these other guys could come in and look good?
I'm actually happy that school is doing good. You know, it's like because, you know, Staley's out, and I don't want him to be rushed in, you know, or like with Brunskill too.
Yeah.
With McGlinchey out.
Sure.
You know, it just gives our star players more time to heal
rest
and not rush back in, give that like a major risk of them getting injured again.
And we keep winning at the same time, Big Heck. That's the crazy thing. We keep winning. So they could rest and we move on. And when they come back, we're even a stronger team. The run game is looking good, Big Heck. Well, what does it look like with McGlinchey, Juice, and Staley back in the lineup? If they think that the Saints can stop this, they got another thing coming.
Oh, they ain't ready for us, Ronbo. They ain't ready for us.
Man.
We're 7-0. We're 7-0. We're about to kick the Cardinals' ass this Thursday. I've been hearing that Kyler Murray is going to put on a show. He's going to put on a show, right? He's running from Bosa.
Big Heck, now somebody just said Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray's been putting out these statements, by the way. So some of these people should read Twitter. Don't put information out there to throw fuel on the defense's fire. That's very dangerous. I worry about. I'm gonna warn people from now. Even you're on another team, dude. I'm telling you, don't do this. Don't do this to yourself. Don't do it. Just delete that tweet and be quiet. Be quiet.
Look how that turned out for the Panthers.
And those are fake tweets. They got set up. I feel sorry for them.
Yeah, they didn't want it. They didn't want it. Hey, I heard. I don't know who it was, but they say they wanted to smoke. We got the smoke, and they got the smoke. They got their asses kicked. You know, we got the smoke. We got the smoke.
Yeah, I forget that dude's name.
7-0. We're going to the bowl.
Yeah.
You feel me? Let's get number 6 this year. I don't care. I'm not. People say be humble. Man, I forget all that.
It's hard.
Our decisions. I mean, we're just fans. We have every right to be not humble and talk some trash. Exactly.
Because, hey, how much trash have we collected? I got buckets and bags filled with trash that I got from other people that it takes me a month. I got to go out in front of the house and put all that garbage out there in front of the house we picked up. I got much more left to do. They talk more trash this last 2. I got Raider garbage backed up all the way to the next. Oh, it's bad. So we got it right.
Yeah. And, it's just, they're just not the NFL. They're not ready for us. I don't know what to say. It's just unbelievable. An unbelievable year. I'm just gonna let this
play out.
Just gonna ride this wave. It's about time we're back and we're fully healthy. Well, not fully healthy yet,
but we're getting there.
Still, we're handling business on the field.
That's it.
And I'm glad to see our Niners back.
That's it. And the point is, we haven't lost the game yet. We have a right to talk trash. You see, because
we haven't let anybody score more than 20 points on us.
Oh, I keep saying, that's my favorite stat. Big X, we got to go, fam. If you get a chance, get on back here tomorrow, okay?
Okay, Ronbo, thank you for having me on.
Always appreciate you, fam. See you later.
All right, later, Ronbo.
Night. Oh, God, yes. That's right. Being humble. It's hard to be humble. We're one of 2 teams in the 49ers history that started off 7-0. Oh, and he is one of the founding members of TNT. Therese! Oh, dynamite! TNT! We come to fight. Therese. I'm on interest. Because
Hold up. Wait a minute. Ronbo. Go and put some red and gold up in it.
Wang. Ooh, Trez, before you get started, I want you to know that little altercation you had with Prime Time on that escalator that day, now Prime is talking like a crazy man about how good the 49ers are. Just want you to know you got him. You got him, Trez.
He's back on the team. He's back on the team, Ronbo. He's back talking good about the 49ers,
You say the last time a team had a player named Sanders? That made me laugh so hard.
Exactly.
But go ahead.
If my partner was here right now, he would say it's been cute and cuddly.
Yes, it has. Come to think of it. That's true.
Great win on yesterday. But, it's back to business.
You need an installment?
We've celebrated and had a good time, but it's back to business. Now, I don't need an installment, but I just want to point out some things that we got to improve on. We got to get better at. Okay. For one, shout out to everybody, all the callers. Shout out to Dre, great call tonight. My TNT brothers. But Ronbo, the one thing I would like to see us improve on is being more efficient at the quarterback position. Now, when I say more efficient, I mean that we Jimmy he averaging that little 1 interception. You know what I'm saying? He got to improve with that. He averaging that 1 little interception per game, and he just got to improve that. Secondly, I would like to see Kyle at certain points on the field, he makes questionable play calling. Yeah. Like when we were down on the goal line, we should have pounded that ball completely out of the goal line. Yeah, there was no need for him to call that. It was no need for him to call that pass play.
Yeah, he hates to do that, doesn't he? I'd love to ask him about that.
Exactly. Yeah. It's certain time, and it was another time in that game he made a questionable decision call. You know, you like, man, why would I think when Jimmy threw the interception, we should have ran that ball in. We should have kept the ball on the ground. It was like I think it was the start of that series. We had got it on the 40-yard line, good field position. We come out with the pass play, and Jimmy threw the interception. So that's what I mean. You know, by all means, Cal, you know, we can't say enough about his play calling. He's brilliant. But we just saying at certain points when we on the field, it's like, why did we just do that? You know, you scratch your head like, why do we do that? You know,
Trez,
outside of that, the good.
I just want to piggyback and I just want to address that comment. Theander called in a little while ago. You know what? I have a feeling Kyle's putting these guys through this because eventually they're going to learn it, but there are going to be mistakes. Kyle is a gambling man. He will do this and look for it to happen again. He's going to make them get this right, but he picks his moments, and it's usually early in the game. He doesn't make suicide calls anywhere after that first and second quarter at the most. You notice that?
Right, but those suicide calls cost us 5 points yesterday.
True.
See, they point calls. They are point causing calls. That's what I'm getting at. We can't be handing points to our opponent. That we can't. We hand them those 2 points, and we handed that 3 points. You know what I'm saying? That defense held. You know what I'm saying? So but shout out to the defense.
One question on that too. Would you rather they work on that in practice? Because I wonder about game speed versus practice speed, because I don't know where else they're going to get that down. Because Krez, when they get that down to a Edelman, Brady type thing, boy. But it's going to take a while of pain. Right. But go ahead.
Right. Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's time to get it ironed out now. I mean, the way this thing is shaping up, Ronbo, we hit the Super Bowl. This is the bottom line.
I quit
seeing about it.
Yeah.
Right. So if that's the case, we need to get these, because we can't do that against Belichick. So that's what I'm doing.
Amen to that.
So I'm gonna move it real quick. Once again, Ronbo, you're gonna hear me say this one more time. I said it, and I'm gonna say it again, because some people don't understand. So let's get all these naysayers out the way, okay? When we got TC Kevin Coleman, a lot of people was like, man, you know, this, that, and the third. No, I'm not going there with it, Ronbo. But now they see. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Taylor Gabriel, these are the things I witnessed, Ronbo, because I'm here in Atlanta.
I know it.
Taylor Gabriel is the truth in the booth in Kyle Shanahan's offense. Okay.
Yep.
Let me say the same thing I said for TC. He is the truth in the booth in his offense. Okay. So if we're gonna give up CJ for Taylor Gabriel, by all means, make that happen. Make it happen.
Okay. I hope CJ's mama.
I've witnessed this.
I hope CJ's mama's not watching. Trash, come on, man. But I have to go along with you on that. I really do. And CJ might be happier because, quite frankly, Trubisky can be beaten out. I keep telling people when they said Chicago's going to be a major player in the Super Bowl run, not as long as they got Mitchell Trubisky. Oh, man. Y'all got to look at Trubisky for who he is. That's a running quarterback who, on occasion, makes a decent play. So, there you go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Ronbo, I want to definitely give a very, very special shout out to our defensive line coach, man, Chris
Kasurik. Yes, indeed.
Kasurik, what is his name?
Chris Kasurik.
Hey, man. Yeah, Kasurik. Hey, shout out to him, man. He has that front line playing like out of this world, Ronbo.
They reflect him.
They say it's a reflection because they say he pounds them in practice. And and they getting out there, and it's a total reflection of what he's doing.
It is.
Okay, so very much shout out to him. Ronbo, do you realize yesterday we was 4 or 5 in the red zone? I'm telling you, we're moving efficient, Ronbo.
I'm telling you,
we were 4 or 5. Do you know our opponent did not even get in the red zone?
And they ain't gonna it's gonna be worse. But Trez, we got to go, fam.
Exactly.
Let me see you tomorrow.
All right, Ronbo, we're gonna go, but they said Matt Breida was limited in practice. I think Matt Breida needs to sit out this Thursday night game.
He could.
We got enough running back by committee. to go ahead and let him sit out this game to get that ankle back rested, okay? And
Yeah.
then we'll have a long week in that following week. So,
And
Ronbo,
he's all the way
shout
to
out to
Monday
you and
night.
the staff.
Right.
Yes, sir. Shout out to you and the staff. TNT, we out of here, man.
Thanks, fam. Appreciate you, Trez. Looking
All
forward to
right.
talking to you soon, too.
Taylor
Right.
Gabriel, make it happen. I'm telling y'all, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Like Trez. Oh,
Later.
God. If we get Taylor Gabriel, on, it's going to be exciting. I wanted Taylor Gabriel way back when. Salvador. Come on in, Big Sal. Come on, Sal.
Hello.
Sal. Hey, Sal.
Ronbo. Yeah, hold on. Let me set up my mic. Take over for a bit.
All right. Man. Sal? Sal, you there? Oh, Sal.
Yeah, sorry, Ronbo. Hold on. I didn't have my headset set up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm a procrastinator.
Sal, we talked about the game yesterday, but we didn't give out any grades on different aspects of the 49ers game, pass rush, defense, passing game, all that stuff. Did you see any failing areas or exceptionally high-graded areas that you'd like to expound upon?
Well, I have a question about the was it a fake or a missed extra point?
From
on
what
that
I read,
one play.
From what I read, they're calling it rust from a return long snapper, and that was
Oh,
not.
okay. That's what I thought.
Because you know when
That's
Mitch,
what I thought.
when Mitch,
I didn't question it that much.
I
didn't question it that much.
I
I was
know,
like, what
but
the
it's
hell's
weird
happening?
because
But then I was like, wait, Kyle Nelson's first game.
Mm-hmm. But Mitch looked
But,
like he knew right what he was doing. Did you check him out? Mitch was looking around. I'm gonna hit somebody with. If somebody gets open, I'm gonna hit you with this ball. And nobody got open, so I was hoping he'd run it.
He's like, this is my Chad. It's like trade CJ, trade Mullins. You got me, coach. You got me. Come on, mate.
I
Get
love
open,
that dude. Mitch.
Anyway. Yeah, that was good. Man, actually, he did impress me on the tackle.
Yeah, ain't he awesome?
Yeah, man.
This is a bad
he's
man.
a headhunter out there. From 1 to 53, we got ballers, Ronbo. It's crazy.
Tell you.
So let's give out some grades on our boys. You know, special teams is still, in the B range. We haven't had a perfect day, to be honest. I don't think we
special teams.
You know how last year we just never worried about Robbie Gould.
Never.
The only questions were like Bradley Pinion, shanking a punt every game or every other game.
Every week he did one.
But it's just the special teams, and it might have to do something with Kyle Nelson. But this year it took a dip. We also have a new holder, so I don't know how much that affects Robbie Gould. But
Probably
he just took he regressed a little bit. He regressed a lot this year.
He didn't want to train in the offseason. I don't know who he could have trained somebody with somebody. Robbie comes into the camp, ain't did a damn thing all season. All of a sudden, we're probably seeing what we should see. Damn it. God.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but he's a veteran and he needs to get his act together, start knocking him through, because we don't want no double doink stuff over here. Get that Chicago bad juju out of here.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need none of that. And then on the offense, I'm a what do you call this? I'm a homer. Jimmy G, his play doesn't really it doesn't really make me mad or frustrate me. Because like you said, in 2017, he came in, everybody rallied behind him, and he was the leader. He was
carried the team.
He was carried the team, putting up yards like everybody wants. Go look at his 2017 film. Him and Trent Taylor, and George Kittle out there,
and Keys
doing work.
Because Kittle wasn't ready.
Board.
Yeah,
Board. He was out there. He wasn't going off.
He wasn't George Kittle he is last year. He was just coming around, and then last year, of course, he broke out. So
yeah, so the B, okay, on the offense, I'll give him a B plus. Well, quarterback, I'm sorry, what was I saying? Offense? No, the whole offense.
Well, he is part of the offense, so.
But but Jimmy G, you'll get a B from me.
Yeah.
Running backs, running game, that's a solid A.
God.
Wide receivers, I think they're blocking good. Ronbo, I'm not sure.
They have to be. Somebody's got to be doing that, rather than the tight ends.
So I mean, B plus, A from them. George Kittle in the tight end group, B plus, A. I don't really see that much holes in our team other than, just Jimmy G being consistent. I get pissed off every game he throws that same interception, guys. So I'm the biggest positive fan. I never like to focus on the bad. That shit pisses me off. I'm screaming, I'm yelling. But I'm like,
but Sal, they're going to keep doing that. Look for it because they're going to get that down. Kyle says they're going to get that down. I don't care if we lose a game. That is my bread and butter play. We're going to do it until we get it right. Look for it again next week. And look for it again Thursday night. He's not going to stop. He does that play every week. And almost that game, that play has failed how many times so far this season? It's that same play, except for last week with Dante Pettis. That was another thing, but same quick out.
Yeah, he frustrates me at times, but I believe in him because I'm going to Niner games more often because of Jimmy G. He's the guy bringing everybody to the stands. He's the one that gave us hope. We were in the dumpster fire in 2017, hoping for a quarterback in the damn draft.
And we
know what I'm saying? But we got one, and we didn't have to do that, and we are so ahead or
everything
rebuild.
We second in, Patriot first in.
All right. Listen, we got to go with it, fam. Right. Let me see tomorrow because we ran out of time. Well, I'll look for you tomorrow and see what the trade looks like. All right.
See you, Ronbo. Good night. Have a good night.
All right.
One or two buses coming for you. 3, 4.
Trying to call me next for the talk on the.
Who is that? Don? Hello, Don.
What up, Ronbo?
Yo, Don, come on in, man.
Yeah. I'm at work right now, so if it's a little noisy, like I always say, let me know. I'll try again another time.
Yeah, okay. Well, go cut loose because you sound like you got some stuff to talk about. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I do. First and foremost, I just want to talk about the little Marquise situation. Everybody talking about how Keith should show up. And, Ronbo, I'm going to be on Keith's side. I'm going to have to take up for Keith on this.
Okay.
Because, I'm from, a same family like Keith. Keith is from a small family, and he only got his family, his immediate family, his mom, his sister, and his other little sister. He don't really have nobody else instead of his girlfriend. So they look for Keith to be the man of the family because he the only man around his family. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
true.
People got to learn. They got to respect that. So for one, his sister is disabled.
Yeah.
I got a little brother who's disabled like that, and they need a lot of attention. Like I said, everybody's family ain't strong like that. Like he said, I know one call said something about Quan brothers being killed, and he showed up and played in this game. But if you look at Quan's family, so him and Quan has a way bigger family than Marquise and most support. And another thing with Quan playing the game could have been just from his mom being Quan, I don't want you here with your brother just getting shot. You coming home probably want to retaliate. No, you stay and play your game. Do not come home. I don't care what just happened. You know what I'm saying? He was probably protecting Quan at the same time with it.
Yeah, ain't no point one child being killed and the other going to jail. That's a real solid point. Yeah.
Yeah, and so with Keith, man, get your family together, man. Football, we're going to always be here. And with us being a part of his team that he played for, we should support him because we don't know what's going on. His girl lost kids. You'll never know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, with that being said, I'm there for him for doing that. Man, make sure your family is good. Football is always going to be there, man. You know what I'm saying? People, you talk about that, about him making $5 million being on a roster when we got somebody who's making more than him who ain't even played it down for us in 2 years. Well, I never even wanted anyway. McKinney.
Yes. Yeah.
So he on the roster making money, been hurt twice in 2 years, and I ain't seen him ever run and play in his life.
That's easy money.
And so, yeah, with that being said, I'm going to get past that. Let's get to this beautiful, beautiful win that we just got Sunday. Man, Nick Bosa, Ronbo.
It's the first win of everybody's mouth.
And Ronbo, the crazy part about it, Nick Bosa, the guy who me and you both was high on this year. Crush the same guy me and you was high on in 2017 when we picked Solomon Thomas.
No.
Ain't that something?
Man, ain't that crazy? Oh.
This crazy. And Ronbo, I'm gonna pick your brain. Let me pick your brain real quick. Somebody said this on the show yesterday. They're the last time a rookie got 3 sacks and an interception it was Lawrence Taylor, right?
Right.
Guess what pick Lawrence Taylor was in the draft?
Was he a number 2 in the draft as well?
Yep, Lawrence Taylor was the number 2 pick to the Giants, I think, in 1982 from North Carolina.
Can you imagine? Look at that.
Yep.
Don, is there an incredibly good defensive end in the draft this year?
And this one that's coming up, or the one that we just said?
No, the 2020. Because you know what?
I think that's that some guy. I think he's from Iowa or from Ohio State, if I'm not mistaken.
Because I'm a little worried about D Ford. If I could get me another youngster to put on the other side, looks like Nick Bosa, we be good for 1,
Nick
2,
just taking
3.
all the sacks.
Yeah. Ford will be okay though.
All the sacks.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
I love me some DEs from now on. Sure do.
Oh yeah. So, and Ronbo, I wanted to talk about what do you think about Emmanuel? Like, when I see him on the field, Ronbo, people didn't pay attention.
Sanders or
yeah, Sanders.
Okay, Sanders. Yeah. Shoot, I knew he was going to be good. I just didn't want to trade nothing up for him. But I'm delighted now.
Oh yeah.
But
man,
Don,
Ronbo, like if you was just go ahead, Ronbo.
No, I said we got to go. We're out of time. But listen, let's do this again tomorrow, okay?
Okay, and Ronbo, I got one quick question to ask you. I'm at work, so I'm talking like on a little service. So is it any kind of way, like when they hang me up, can I call back just to listen, and if my name come back up, you can just skip me?
Let's see. Yeah, you can do that, right? Yeah, you can do that.
Cause I don't like I'm in like a weird area that I can't watch you on YouTube, so I want to just call back in just to hear everybody. Yeah, and like I said, my name come back up, you can just skip me.
Yeah, no, it's rolling. We'll see you and we'll realize what you're doing. All right, go right ahead, give it a shot.
All right. Thank you, Ronbo. Shout out to everybody, man. They come through. Shout out to the paper. Shout out to you, Ronbo, for giving us the platform to talk on. I'm trying to get in there every time I can, man. I try not to want to call at night because I'm at work and I don't want to make that much noise. I work in a plant that makes cars, a car manufacturing plant. So I don't want too much noise around. But, man, have a good night, Ronbo, man.
Thanks, Don.
For life, man.
You too, fam. All right. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Night, Don. Oh, man. And we go to Dade City, Florida, where Omar and the Niner Empire is hanging out. Hey, Omar.
Yes, sir.
Omar, yesterday we was overran with emotion, but we weren't giving out grades yesterday. And Omar, looking down the list of pass rush, pass defense, special teams overall and everything, Omar, is there anything that stands out that you were very impressed with as far as, and you know, it's easy to say, Ronbo, the defense, man. That defense was lights out. But go ahead, Omar. What are you thinking? Don't let me talk for you.
Okay. Man, that's pretty funny. I'll tell you something. Whatever we did on offense, we confused the hell out of their linebackers because Luke quickly was lost. He was like, he looked one way and Tevin Coleman ran the other. It was funny as hell. I was like, damn. He looked one way, and he was by him, and he was in the end zone. So all you see was the back of his shirt.
Tell you, Omar, Kyle Shanahan's got movement and pre-snaps, everything down to a science. You know, every team, they see that film and they can study it and they come to the game. All right, Kyle, we got your butt today. You don't have nothing. Kyle's still going to change it up, so you're still confused. That defense is so spread out and that offense has got to feel so opened up that confusion and open gaps with receivers. All Jimmy's got to do is pick the right one, and there you go. It's crazy. And you're going to see it again Thursday night. These guys are incredible. They learn so fast.
It was crazy. If you see one of the Carolina Panther guy, he slammed his helmet on the sideline. I was laughing. He was mad as hell. He's like, yo, man, that cat was like, yo, man, trade me, man. I don't want to be here.
And Kiki was pissed. He went back to the sideline one time, and he was giving it to his other teammates, just like they did in Jacksonville. this is frustrating for defenses. They get embarrassed out there. Ho!
Hey, man, man, these cats look like a bunch of high school dudes. They don't like. You ever heard the old saying, "Alberto Costello"? Like, who's on first? Who's on third?
Still, somebody don't know. And our running backs are fast, so it makes it. You get to make one mistake, Omar. You make a mistake against guys like Matty B and TC. I mean, and do you know that Raheem Mostert runs faster than most of them except Keys? It's just, what are you going to do? They put their foot down, they're gone. It's too late. You can't recover. They're gone.
I'm telling you, man, these guys are fast. Our team is clicking. I said, man, I can't wait till we smoke some Arizona Cardinals on Thursday, supposed to wear their black uniforms. I said, I don't care what uniforms you're wearing.
Man,
what the hell is that going to do for you? It ain't going to do shit for you. Listen, man, Kyler Murray just got whooped this past Sunday. He going to run again on Thursday. He hasn't faced a defense like this. Come on, man. It's going to be a straight-up ass whipping, man. I ain't even worried about Arizona. I'm not looking past them either, but I ain't worried about Arizona.
Yeah, he can run.
And,
but when he goes to pass the ball, boy,
yeah. And then another thing, I got a text from one of my friends. We're supposed to be trading CJ Beathard for Taylor Gabriel. I'm like, what? Yeah. And I didn't know about this, and then I started looking it up, and it's like the Bears want to make that trade.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going to happen, but if we get him, I did my research on this guy. This guy played for
Taylor Gabriel?
Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
in Atlanta.
This guy got hands.
Oh yeah,
he got hands.
He's got speed too. Lots.
Yeah, to add him to list of receivers. So I have a question for you real quick, man. If we get Taylor Gabriel, who's getting cut? You think?
I refuse to answer that on the grounds that it could incriminate me. I have my ideas, but can we wait till tomorrow? Let's wait till Taylor gets here, because that's what this whole program is going to be about tomorrow. Taylor Gabriel's in the mix. What happens now? And you're right. Somebody is leaving. And contrary to popular belief, it ain't going to be the kid named Kendrick. Okay. That's all I'm saying on that.
I hope it ain't him, because I like Kendrick Bourne.
He ain't going nowhere. Kendrick Bourne fan. It's not about Kendrick. Tell you what.
So do you think Trent Taylor might be going?
No. Listen, we're out of time, though, fam. Tomorrow, this is going to be the subject. Let's see what happens in this deal, all right?
Hey, question. So, do you think we're really going to get, Taylor Gabriel? Do you think we're going to get him?
That's what I was going to say. Let's wait and see. All right, let's wait and see. Then we can get all over this. All right, Omar.
I want to give a big shout out to the Day City Empire.
Yeah.
And Ronbo. I like Go Niners. We are 7-0. We'll be 8-0 at the end of the week. Let's go kick some ass, man. Take care, bud. Have a good night.
You too, Omar. See you tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Well, it's getting fun. And I love the quiet dramas that are unfolding around Santa Clara. It's not like we're having locker room issues or pain or anything that a wrong player in the locker room could cause. This is just the way the procedures are going. And Aldo Moreno. Now everybody doesn't want McKinnon. I got to tell you, fam, I am still concerned with what McKinnon looks like. Hey, Casey, come on in.
Baker. Ronbo.
We gotta make a record. Baker. We got a bunch of people echoing names. Baker, Kyle, Jared, Jameis. Just, it's like a death row of all the poor quarterbacks that have suffered at the hands of Mrs. Bosa's baby boy, Nicky. Kyler. He said it because Kyler Murray, I don't believe he's talking, but somebody said he's already saying things. No, he knows better. Aww. Don't antagonize that 49er defense. Anybody that says things to antagonize the 49ers defense has got to be kidding me. Why would you do that? But anyway. But Casey, what are you feeling there, man? We're going over grades tonight of each unit. Which unit impressed you the most, and which unit do you think needs the most work?
Special teams.
Yeah.
But
I've had enough of that too.
I'm not worried about anything, man. People calling about Jimmy and stuff. Jimmy threw 82% yesterday, and the week before that, he threw. He threw like I forget what he threw, but he was in a monsoon last week.
I know.
And you still
nobody cares.
Come on,
So a lot of us do, but then those who like to nitpick, they go right after that. Oh man,
I don't
ball
entertain
weighed
it,
15 pounds.
I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
Man, Niners they're building something special, and I'm a little disappointed because I wanted to go back to Candlestick, but I'm pretty happy with Levi's right now. So
modern facility. It just needs a shaded area, and if you're going to build it with no shade, make sure the opposing side's seats don't have any shade. We don't worry about them. But Niner fans should not be out there baking like a piece of bacon in 4 quarters of heat. Santa Clara is hot.
Yeah, I was looking at tickets, and I looked at the seat layout, the seat chart, and I was like, why did they design this like this? But anyway.
Probably budget. How they always say in construction projects, due to budget constraints. Oh, you guys are building $1 billion facility. How did you have This is the design flaw. You guys blew it. Oh,
well, we know now it doesn't matter where they play. They're playing in the monsoon, or they're going to play in Miami against Brady, and it's going to be Mrs. Bosa's baby boy versus Tom Brady, and it's going to be Bosa second, Brady on a late 4th and 6th, and it's going to be Jimmy kneeling the ball with 20 seconds left. And, it's 19-0 because we got a Bosa bro. That's where we're at.
Don't you love that? Casey, now that you mention it, though, Belichick's going to take away the 49ers' best weapons. He's going to go after he's going to go after Kittle, and he's probably.
It don't matter, Ronbo. We got Sherman and Bosa on the field.
Between one of them, they're going to come through. But Casey,
Bosa's
Belichick,
the best player in the NFL right now.
I know, but the thing is, Kyle Shanahan is studying Belichick just as much as Belichick is studying him. This is why that could be the most anticipated matchup in NFL history. The two of the most brilliant minds in their respective areas. Woo!
The play that really got me was the Debo run, because it was 1st and 10, and I'm yelling, run the ball, Kyle, and he called this play that was perfect, and
that's what
so
he does.
He knows how to beat the Patriots now.
That's
he knows how to beat the Patriots. And that's been the question: is how are you going to beat the Patriots?
But be careful, Belichick he's one of the greatest
7
of all
defensive
time.
linemen that are all studs, and it doesn't. It's like yesterday was funny, Ronbo. It was like people coming out of nowhere. It doesn't really matter who the next man up is right now, and this Taylor Gabriel thing's pretty interesting because we just got Emmanuel Sanders, and I see you the touchdown. Touchdown celebrations on the live chat. You go Super Saiyan Black. It's like the Niners are building a spirit bomb right now, and all the teams are trying to help the 49ers. Here, give them Taylor Gabriel, give them Emmanuel Sanders, just beat the Patriots.
It's like because the Patriots get people falling into their laps every year. Casey, we got to go though. Listen. I got a feeling tomorrow we're going to get into this deeply as far as this dealing and the 49ers starting to get perfect players for what they do. All right? So, with that said.
And hey, shout out to the lady that knows her football.
Ain't the other special? God, she laid it out. Boy, that was perfect. Perfect analysis.
That was fun.
Yeah. All right, fam.
All right,
I'll tell you what.
Ronbo.
See you tomorrow,
See you
Casey.
later.
All right.
Yep.
Oh. Hey, and Big Steve.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Steve, man, what do you look like? You're sitting back here speculating as teams that show a lot of promise like to do. And hey, tonight we're just going over some of the units that could use improving, some of the units that you already said don't fix it. It's already as good as it's going to get. What are you thinking tonight? Where do you want to see things improve, and what has a problem right now? What's doing perfect in your mind as well?
Loaded question. Well, I've been looking. I've been listening to what everybody's been saying on the show, man. It seems like the two topics of conversation tonight seem to be Marquise Goodwin dealing with his personal issues and Jimmy G with his famous interceptions that he'd be throwing every game. Well, I'm going to address both, man. I agree with one of the callers that you had, man. He said you shouldn't mix however he said, you shouldn't bring your personal life to work. I agree with that, man. I don't know what the circumstances were particularly, but as a professional, especially, man, like the average guy, man, like me, I can't just, I work a regular ass job. I got to make, certain, I gotta call out or something. You know what I mean? Like, these guys are professionals. Like, you can't have your personal life interfering in your work, so to say. But at the same time, man, we didn't really need him. I mean, we put up 51 points. That's what that was.
And he knew that. That's
G,
a good
man,
point, though, Steve. That is a great point, though. Yeah.
No, but think about when we do have him on the field with Emmanuel Sanders, fucking George Kittle out there. Like, I mean, dude, we're doing all this. We got guys still out that haven't come back yet. We still got Joe Staley's out. We still got Akello. We're waiting to see what's going on with him. Oh, I meant to ask you too, man. What's the word on Joe Staley? Because I haven't had
Thursday.
I can't get like a confirmation on that. Is he playing Thursday?
Thursday. It may be in a limited role, but he can play now. Unless the 49ers just want him to go ahead and if I was in management, Joe wouldn't play this Thursday. I'd have him back for Monday night against the Hawks. But he does need to get some run before that game, though. So you put him in maybe limited, I would think. But he is eligible to play now. And they'll see how he goes this week.
Man, I've been waiting to see the Joe show back out there tearing shit up, man.
I know.
And we're doing all this damage without our main guys, man. Can you imagine, bro?
Scary?
We got all our guys back on. It's frightening. It's frightening to think. We're destroying these teams, man. I ain't worried about no Patriots. I ain't worried about nothing. Saints, Packers, whatever, dude. Bring them.
Bring them.
Yeah. But you know what, man? I'm a man of recognition. That's my thing. When I go on YouTube or I watch TV and I see these analysts and they're coming out with their criticisms, talking about Jimmy G could be throwing games in the future when, Bruce Irvin with his comment. I mean, come on, dude. Come on. Like, what are we going to do? We got to beat a team 90-0 or something? Like, what are we going to do out here?
I mean, especially the player involved in the beating. What are you what? God.
They just hating, man. They just hating. They know we're great. These guys, they're used to talking about teams like the Saints. They're comfortable,
Yeah.
Teams that they got guys like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Patriots with Tom Brady. It's a comfortability thing. They just don't want to accept the fact that we're just steamrolling everybody. I mean, what are they going to be still talking this when we're in the playoffs? I mean, dude, keep talking. We'll win this Super Bowl. Keep talking.
It's like Richard Sherman says. Please don't stop. Do it.
Yeah. Yep. And I hated Richard Sherman, man. All that shit back in the day with the Seahawks, man. It's like when you got a bully at school and then the bully, becomes your friend somewhere down the road, and now the bully's on your side.
It's weird, but it's a good thing.
It's a beautiful thing, man.
And he's become a centerpiece of the spirit of this team. So I love Richard Sherman now.
I like how he's mentored the defense, though.
Yeah.
I like that, man. And just like I feel like Emmanuel Sanders is going to play a similar role with the young guys that they got out there on the offense.
Yeah. Well, I wish he'd
do
do something with Dante.
It's a short week, Ronbo.
Yeah, I know. You got 48 hours before you got to get nervous again, because no matter what, they're still an NFL team, and they do fight hard for where they are status-wise. So, it's something to be concerned about.
You know what, though? I'm not concerned. Jimmy G's throwing his interceptions, but he's getting better, dude. He's getting better. Game by game, he's getting better. I don't know if you watched that play closely to that throw to Emmanuel Sanders, that touchdown. He didn't even look at Sanders. He was looking off to, like, the middle of the field. I don't think the defense even saw that he was going to throw over there. It was like a split-second throw, and I didn't even catch it at first.
No.
So he's making those accurate split-second decisions. He's getting better.
And that's when he doesn't flaw. Jimmy has one or two flaws. It's being blown all out of proportion. He may make a mistake here and there in his path to learn Kyle Shanahan's complicated offense. But don't tell me that you see him constantly doing that like some people have you believe. He does not. Most of the time, he's on target, on cue, and read everything right and made the right decision. Most of the time, Steve. That's why I get burnt up when they go on and on about one mistake. So.
Well, I'm not worried about it, man. Like you said, that is a complicated scheme that Shanahan's got. So, I mean, he's still like this other caller you had earlier, man. He was talking about how he basically just ended his rookie season. He hasn't played a full NFL season yet. Give the guy a break, you know what I mean?
That's it. Steve, we got to go.
We'll be all right.
We will. All right, fam. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'll look for you tomorrow because we're waiting for this trade. If it's going to take place, to see what's up. It looks like it might be imminent. All right.
Oh, man, that's something else I got to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
All right, Ronbo, you take it easy, brother.
You too, Steve. Always great to hear from you, fam. Have a good night.
Have a good night, man. You too.
Thanks, Big Steve. Hey, oh, well, it's a big show. It's a big show on tonight. So, to what do we owe this honor? 2 nights in a row, and it's not draft time. The show is all over us during draft because he loves to come in and argue.
Oh, you know it. What's up, fam?
Yeah, we're passing out grades tonight on each unit on the team because now we can do that. Before, there was no need in doing grades, as you know, because all of the units were failing. But now...
Yeah, we have nothing really to complain about.
But you know what?
If
we want to go to the Super Bowl...
You know?
Yeah, but if we want to be perfect, like we want to be, other than Jimmy G, that everybody's whipping boy right now, or not everybody's whipping boy, but the whipping boy, you look down the line, special teams, I've had enough of not Mitch, but Robbie and the long snapping situation. That's becoming a pain in the ass. But everything else is looking great, I think.
But before I get to my points really quick, Ronbo, can you believe there are those of us out there, especially young fans like including myself? I'm 33. We're the people that were born in the late 80s, the early 90s. Can you believe there are those of us out there that have only, because when we're kids, we don't really pay, especially during that generation, we don't really pay attention to football like we do now.
No, of course not.
We're out there playing,
usually about junior high school
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you believe there are those of us out there that have only experienced 2 winning seasons?
I was wondering where you were going with that.
Like I can't. I honestly
deprived generation.
I don't know how to feel right now. Like I honestly, I'm happy. I'm full. It hasn't sunk in yet. Like it's hard to believe. Because the only winning season we've ever experienced is with Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah.
I mean,
I understand.
And Razor, don't come in here telling me. And Razor, don't come in here telling me I've been paying attention to the 49ers since 2013. That's not true. I've been a fan of the team since I was a kid. My favorite players are...
Has Razor accused you of that?
He gives me a hard time. He gives me such a hard time and thinks I've been paying attention to this team since 2013, which is not true.
He's cruel.
I know he is. But my 3 favorite players of all time are Garrison Hurst, T.O., and, of course, Frank Gore. Anyways, but yeah, as far as grades go, obviously the defensive line gets an A- or an A+. Fred, that trio back there, that 3-headed monster back there, Fred,
the Hot Boys.
Greenlaw. Yeah, the Hot Boys, they obviously get an A. And of course, the most impressive player I'm really shocked about is Emmanuel Mosley. I think the Killers gotta be worried. Because we drafted. What round did we draft for Mosley in?
He was an undrafted free agent, I think.
An undrafted guy. Okay. Yeah. If you're an undrafted guy and you're out beating a 3rd-round pick, that's not good news. I would be worried if I were a Kilo. Because Emmanuel's out there ticking people off left and right and tackling everybody left and right, and he's doing a phenomenal job. And the secondary obviously gets an A too, and that's the one player I've been impressed with. So far as
Everybody's been
far as
impressed with.
villains go,
Yeah,
we have a good depth. We have a good depth. We have a good problem in that depth. Everyone's in there making plays, and they're doing good. Not other teams can say that. Even the Saints can't say that. They don't have good depth players other than Teddy Bridgewater. Like
poor Teddy.
the Packers. The Packers can't say that because once the Aaron Rodgers goes down, they're done.
Well, listen, your favorite guy in mine, Kendrick Bourne. It goes on from there. You got undrafted Matty B. We have our scouting people are better than they ever been. If Trent Baalke, I wonder if he had scouting people that knew what they were doing, but he wouldn't listen to them because he had to make all the decisions. But this is amazing how we got guys that shouldn't even be in the NFL that are contributing fiercely. I agree. And Emmanuel Mosley, whoa.
As far as the Jimmy G criticism goes, the only thing I'm not criticizing my quarterback because I know he has a mental capacity to comprehend this offense. Matt Ryan was frustrated and ready to quit on Kyle Shanahan. He's nowhere near the comprehension level as Jimmy Garoppolo is because it took Matt Ryan at least 2 years to figure this offense out, and he was ready to have Kyle Shanahan fired.
He's still mad.
He's either ready to have. He's still mad. He was ready to have either fired or just quit on him and not play for him. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and he's an ungrateful jerk because he was MVP that year that he refused to go along with the program.
Do they not go back and look at history and as far as Kyle Shanahan goes with this system and everywhere he goes, do they not go back and look at history and see what he has done to quarterbacks like Matt Ryan?
Oh yeah.
I mean, there should be no complaints about Jimmy Garoppolo. The only thing I want to see the quarterback do is start taking those risks and start taking those deep shots down the field.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you are going to have to do that against Drew Brees to outshoot him.
And you know what?
That's no joke right there.
We got to go, show. But listen, you know what? That is not going to be the problem. Going downfield is one thing. It's those timing routes, the intermediate routes. Those are the ones that you got most players, the defensive players, hanging around at. If those are perfected, this is why Brady and Elliman are such a force. They have got that down to
one more quick point.
Real quick.
That is why it's so crucial, I think, to go after Taylor Gabriel because he knows this offense and he's got that speed to stretch that field to make those plays like that.
And
to
cut
get us
that
down to the
learning
end zone.
curve
And
down.
Kyle Shanahan's faced New Orleans twice a year when he was with Atlanta, and I think that Super Bowl run that they had, I'm not sure if they split it with New Orleans, but I'm pretty sure they defeated them both times or split it with them.
We can look back on that.
I don't know. Yeah.
All right,
so I have
Joe.
confidence that we'll do fine just in the Superdome. So he's got experience with that. So
that'll be good too. That's true. That's a good point. All right.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, huh?
All right.
Because I think this Taylor Gabriel thing's probably going down. Because CJ doesn't need to be benched
all right,
forever.
sure.
All right. All right, fam.
All right.
Have a good
Y'all
night.
have a good night. Shout out to the TNT family. Shout out to the Nighthawk Fan Club and Ronbo Sports Fan Club. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah. Thanks,
All right.
guys. All right. Night show. The drama building. All right. Alana Sprague, Russo SF49 is. Russo.
What's up, Ronbo?
Russo. Grading time tonight. And people are bringing up very other good points as well. Wherever you want to go, Russo, you got it. What's up?
Not much. How you doing?
It's fabulous. We're 7-0. Couldn't be any better. It's ridiculous. I'm scared. It's the kind of thing where if you feel this good, all of a sudden it just goes away. It would just be disastrous. I'm not ready for that, Russo.
Sure. Well, I mean, this is what we wanted, so we got to be ready. We got no choice. But I didn't talk to you after the game, so I guess just wanted to give my quick thoughts on that game.
All right.
Just going into that game, I was expecting, heavy run game. I thought they had the ability to do what they did, but they exceeded my expectations, obviously.
Yeah.
And I thought the game went fairly similar to how I expected, but I didn't think they would get 3 interceptions. I thought maybe they'd get an interception and a fumble, or I thought maybe they would get 2 fumbles before they would get 2 interceptions, just based on his track record. But overall, I mean, the defense super legit. So if anybody had any questions, I mean, that's all been answered. So I have no complaints on this team whatsoever. Like, you're never going to have just an absolute perfect team. You're not going to have the best player at every position. And
Jamie excels in all the important statistical categories, like converting on third downs, and we have the fewest 3-and-outs. We have the fewest punts attempted in the league this year. So the team is sustaining drives, and when we have failed drives, maybe he has an interception basically per game, right? He has 7 interceptions in 7 games. So that we want. I think that'll improve over time.
And let me ask you a question right there, Russo. Is it due to the fact that the run game is so good that people, for some reason, they can't appreciate how good the run game is? And so instead of saying good, but what is Jimmy Garoppolo doing? We're paying him $100 million. He should be doing more. This is I'm thinking this is the sentiment because there's not enough to pick on Jimmy G. Hell, he does one intercept. If he does one INT a week, we're beating teams by this margin. That means that argument is a weak one. So is it
exactly?
What is it? What is it?
It's you pretty much hit it right on the head. So when you're going to lead the league in rushing, it's going to be hard to be in the top half of the league in passing because there's just not enough possessions in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to have a top 5 offense and a top 5 defense, I don't care how it happens. I'll sign me up for that. That's how you become 7-0. So, and thing with Jimmy, the interceptions that happen here and there, but I saw even a play when we were inside the goal line where he used his eyes to look Kuechly off to the right. He got him off balance, and he quickly turned back on that screen pass to Coleman where he ran it in. And then Kuechly got to Coleman right before the goal line, but he couldn't do anything about it. That play was Jimmy Garoppolo using his eyes to move their most dangerous player to free up Coleman on the screen.
And you see it, and look at that play over and over. I ran it back. Did you see how Jimmy jerked his whole body position left? He looks right. He shifted so quick. I said, shh, boy. People talk about Jimmy G like he don't know how to quarterback. You better recognize that dude can play. Hell
yeah. So, I mean, we see it. We know it. We're the ones watching the games every week. We don't just look in the stat sheet every week. You know what I mean? Do we want him to be at 17 touchdowns and 1 interception right now? Yes. I mean, who doesn't want that? But if his stats were going to improve and for some reason we would start losing games or lose a game here or there, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I'm all about wins.
Don't want
so is he, and so is Kittle. And Kittle said the same thing. He is a leader. He leads you off the field, on the field, in the locker room. He's the one that, I guess it was his first game was against the Bears, I guess, in 2017. And George Kittle said that he came on the sideline and he started talking, and everybody was looking and listening. So, the water boy, everyone's eyes were on Jimmy. Oh my God, this dude's for real.
He's a leader.
Yeah. So that's why you pay someone this much money, because he's going to lead you to victories, and he doesn't mind taking it on the chin and being like, my stats. I want my stats to be better. You don't hear Jimmy say that.
Never.
Ever. He doesn't complain. So
this is a team player with skills. I love him.
Yeah.
Guy's legit. I'll take him. I'll take him over Kirk Cousins
and
everybody else out there.
I mean, that's not even close. But I just wanted to touch on the whole the whole trade speculation. I don't know if you follow Benjamin Albright on Twitter, but he's the guy that weeks in advance projected Emmanuel Sanders to the 49ers. And I was fully on board with that even prior to that, because I remember from the preseason they were considering it. But Benjamin Albright put out a tweet saying, don't expect Taylor Gabriel for CJ. He's just saying don't expect it. So if he says it, I'm with it. So
that's usually true. Yeah.
Just before anybody gets their hopes up on him, it doesn't mean that they won't trade for a wide receiver or whatever. But what I do think is, hypothetically, let's say they trade CJ for Taylor Gabriel. Hypothetically, I think you're going to see another trade happen with another wide receiver, because I don't think Kyle wants to keep 7 guys on the roster. So I think that would lead to either Pettis or Goodwin getting moved. And that's what I think. They have similar skill sets.
And I heard Pettis' name mentioned, but I just let it roll off. But there you go. Russo, we're going to go. And I guess we're going to see tomorrow, see some of these things coming to fruition. All right?
All right, cool. Sounds
good. All right, fam. You have a good night. And
fam, you too. Have a good night.
Thank you. And fam, SF, that's 40, Russo, RUSSOSF49. Click him. You can see he's got a mind for 49ers football. Click him up. He's got awesome content going all the time. He and Jerry Fresh. And that's Fresh Perspective, PHRESH, Fresh. Jerry Fresh. Click his name when you see him in. Hey, and let's go to Bethel.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Hey, Bethel. We're just sitting back here now that we came down off of emotional high from yesterday, and now we're looking at the team and breaking things down and seeing, are we vulnerable to anybody, including the almighty Saints? Because we're looking at our offense, our defensive pass rush, our offensive rushing, our passing game, our special teams. Bethel, do you see where the Saints could exploit us? And where do you see us being so strong nobody can do anything with us? What are you thinking? Or anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah. I go, the only thing that got me mad on the game yesterday was that, I didn't know, Carolina Panthers were so losers because I seen Carolina Panthers, grown men, trying over here injure Bosa. I was all like, hey, what you guys doing trying to injure Bosa? I'm like, I don't know if you've seen that when they hit him in the ribs and they try to.
Oh, I saw him. He was bent over there
him.
a little bit. I didn't know somebody took a cheap shot at him, though. Did they do that?
They did. They did that twice. I seen that. I'm like, hey, what are you doing trying to injure a rookie? I'm like, I know he's destroying you, but don't get mad that he's kicking your ass. I'm like,
see, that's
and I think that's why he went a little bit more to the corner, so he won't get double teamed like that no more, and he has a better chance of getting to the quarterback. He's like, oh, you want to do that to me? I'll make you pay. And that's when he did the interception.
Nick's probably been through that before. I think he can handle that. But this is the kind when you want a guy like Burfitt's on your team so he can retaliate. I'm an eye for an eye type of guy. You're going to try to hurt my guy? I got a guy that's going to try to hurt one of your guys. You guys want to hurt people? We got guys who can do that very well as well. See, that's just, there's no place for that. That's just strange. But, they lost.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Yeah. But I did see him wincing in pain one time.
I was watching some stuff about that I guess what Brady likes to do, and they said that Brady expects their receiver to be there where he throws the ball at, and that's the thing that Jimmy is doing right now. So he's trying to make that throw where he could trust his receiver to be there where he throws the ball at. If they do the game plan right, a lot of stuff happens. And I actually seen that play. I thought it was going to be interception, and then I see him cut and crash the ball. I'm like, oh shit, touchdown! Our new right receiver.
Okay.
So
it takes time.
it
takes time. It's got to be developed. It's got to be developed. We those who are impatient about that are saying things about Jimmy, but they'll soon stop. He's a good football player, and it's not going to take him forever to get that down. So we'll wait.
And I don't know if you heard that next year that possibly Tom Brady is going to be trying out for the 49ers.
I know. That's already out there, isn't it? Hey, Bethel, can you accept that? I mean, Brady's only got a couple of football years left. I'm not getting rid of Jimmy G to bring him in. It's too late.
I'd rather keep with Jimmy G because
he's
already in there. And plus, if Tom Brady tried that, he kicked him out of Patriots. Now he wants to kick him out of Niners. No.
Nah,
you stay wherever
we love you,
at.
but come on. But he's leaving his options open. I don't know why. That's pretty interesting. Watch him he'll probably end up in Miami. because the Dolphins have never had anybody to run their offense like it needs to be ran, and they've got the coach over from the Patriots running the Miami Dolphins. I'm joking, but I just realized I might be telling the truth on that. We'll see.
Yeah, and then plus we don't want that Devo over here. He's over here getting mad that their receivers are not catching the ball. And they're up 24-0.
Tom?
I'm like,
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Tom was complaining about his receivers?
I don't know if you seen when they were playing the Jets. The Jets.
No.
He was complaining to the referee about a flag or something.
Yeah,
because I guess he was gonna get more points because his receiver didn't catch it or something.
Oh no! That's why they end up
grabbing that receiver because he was complaining about his receivers, something about not catching the ball.
You know what? It sounds like you're saying Flash Gordon got thrown out of New England due to Tom, and that's why. See, I never watched the Patriots because their games bore me. I watch other teams, but I can't. The Patriots are like, you guys, man. I don't want to watch Tom and Edelman working teams over and every now and then.
Sometimes they show them on some shows and. They're showing us, and then they're showing them. So, you see that kind of stuff on there. But
yeah, by the way, we got to go though. Listen, I tell you what, I'll look for you tomorrow. I think we're going to be back tomorrow. We're waiting to see what happens if the 49ers going to do anything.
One thing I want to say.
If you could do it real quick,
Richard Sherman said that Pettis told him that he knew the quarterback, and the quarterback was going to throw straight to him.
Yeah.
All day.
And so
Richard Sherman got mad. So that was funny when I heard that.
And I wish every quarterback start throwing to Richard Sherman. He's getting too old. Throw at him, please. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
All right.
All right, fam. Good night.
Always have a good show, and I love my 49er fans. And let's go for the next easy dub, hopefully.
Yeah. All right, Bethel.
All right, and hit that like.
Thanks, fam.
Let's go.
Night. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Can you imagine? I just wonder, where did Dante Pettis get his information from to go back and relay it to Sherman? Because whoever told Dante that knew that he would go back and tell Sherm. And Sherm says, I've been playing this game at a high level for a long time, so, please, but it pissed him off. I like that. The more you keep that guy fired up, the better. I don't care what anybody says. Sherman's game was never predicated on a lot of athleticism. It's his intellect for that position, which is what makes Sherman good. He's got enough athleticism, but did you see the way he read that route on that pickoff yesterday? Sherman circled back, took a few steps to the left of the receiver, and then he just walked right over in front of him and took the ball. That's brilliance. That's not athleticism. That's just frigging brilliant. Hey, Tony, come on in here talking about brilliant.
Ronbo, what's happening, man?
Tony,
what's happening, bro?
We're cutting this game up into 5 pieces and putting it together and putting this puzzle. It's kind of interesting. Kyle Shanahan has now got the team of personnel that he needs to execute all the things he likes to do. I mean, every place he's been, he came in and did what he could do with who was there. People don't understand, Tony. He's handpicked these assassins to do what he has doing. That defense in Carolina is not as bad as they were made to look yesterday. Nobody scores 51 points. Nobody's going to do that anymore to Carolina this year, Tony. Tell you, look out for Shanahan, what he's been. Woo! God, I get excited thinking about this guy, what he's doing.
Yeah, well, look how he did it. You know, I mean, 50 to 60% of the touches on the Panthers team went to Christian McCaffrey. I mean, McCaffrey, I'm not saying he's not a good player. Actually, I wouldn't mind if he played for the 49ers.
God, yes.
You look at the flip side. Look at Shanahan in no particular order. All right, it says, okay, well, first play, we're going to introduce you to Tevin Coleman. Couple of plays later, we'll show you Matt Breida. A few plays later, we'll give you Raheem Mostert.
Sure.
A few plays later, we'll give you Deebo Samuels.
Sure.
Then we'll give you Emmanuel Sanders. Then Wilson Jr. Then we'll give you George Kittle. Then we'll give you Kendrick Bourne. All right?
It's just alternating weapons.
And the DC's on the sideline, on the other team scratching his head. And then in the end, we'll give you Nick Bosa, who intercepts the ball and almost takes it to the house. You know what I mean? Like, the guy's hand-picked, like you said, and for certain plays, you'll put certain people in there, give certain guys a rest, and it just keeps coming at you in waves and waves and waves. And I'd like to say shout out to Deandra, and I'd like to piggyback off what she said about Jimmy G and Shanahan, because I think
Shanahan knows what Jimmy G can do, a.k.a. 2017,
right,
on his own.
Mm-hmm.
All right, when he's just thrown into the deep end. So he already knows that. The most important thing between him, Shanahan, Jimmy G, and the receivers is to get Shanahan's system down pat.
Yes.
Once they get that system down like it's second nature,
it's all over.
I think it's
all over.
Shanahan's going to say, I'm calling this play. If it looks like it's not working, you know what to do. I don't have to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
It's
when their minds
when
their minds become one, it's all over. It is done. It's finished. Jimmy G will go down as one of the greatest quarterbacks in 49ers history. Watch see.
And you wonder why the 49ers interview players in that weird format where they want them to be cerebral, because this guy's so technical. People need to understand what his system. You know what I mean? You can't just get a Dumbo in there that can run. If they're calling plays in the huddle, he said, what'd you say? I can't.
You've got to
me,
be able to understand company. Exactly. I agree.
And, I mean, so you worried about D Ford, you know, like you said, oh, shit, if we lose D Ford, what we have to do, Ronbo, is look on the practice squad. We've got that Valoga kid there.
That's true. And, you know, we got that Givens. Remember Givens during the preseason? 2 and 3 guys draped on him like curtains. He's barreling down through there like the Incredible Hulk. He's on the practice squad. I keep worrying that some team's going to wake up and notice. Does anybody remember that Givens kid that played for the 49ers in preseason? Is he available? Yeah, he's been over there. I say, good Lord. This is why I am a little worried about Eric Armstead, because Julian Taylor, also the guy we had that hurt his knee. Tony, we've got so many options, but if you fall in love with any one player, you could get your feelings hurt with this team now because the depth is ridiculous. Yeah. It is insane.
Yeah. One more thing, Rombo. I'm gonna ask Trez. Was it Trez or Trez? Trez. I think it was Trez. I'm gonna ask Trez. I'm not going against him. You know, I don't go against people.
Oh,
but
sure.
I'm gonna ask Trez to have a look at that INT. If I asked you, if you were Shanahan and you 98% of the time you're going to throw the ball to someone and you know the play is going to happen, it's going to be George Kittle, right?
All right. It's true.
So I'm going to put that INT, even if you go back and have a look at it, I'm going to put that INT to a very rare mistake by George Kittle. Because Kittle, when you look at that play, those two guys are wrestling and Kittle should have been in front of him. If Kittle just in that when they're hand fighting and in that time, Jimmy throws the ball. If Kittle just managed to get in front of him, all right, there's no interception there.
And
so I'm going to put that one down to a rare mistake by George.
As a 50-50 mistake, maybe, Tony? Because here's what the thing is. If you go by how Theander explained it, and I've noticed that, I noticed that a year ago, maybe George starts that pattern a little more toward the center of the field. He's already on the edge. George, you take that linebacker a little further in, now leave him. And all that little hand jiving and playing he's doing, because you know you're fast enough. If Jimmy's going to count 1, count 2, count 3, now I got time. And Kuechly's following me in my friggin', he's in my tail smoke. Just now you can make the play. These are things that not only Jimmy has to get right, but the receivers got to get right. This is all timing patterns. But it's not something that happens overnight. And when people analyze it as Jimmy threw that but made a decision. No, that's not the whole story. No. But he's going to get, okay. And Jimmy, they ask him these in the press conferences, and Jimmy says, yeah. But he's just being cool. He's not going to throw anybody under the bus. So
I think Kuechly just outmuscled him in that one, and George didn't get to where he wanted to be. Not where
Kuechly's a tough guy. I mean, this guy's been all pro how many times? So, But who got the best of the day? George.
Yeah, George did. But just in that one particular play, I think, that wasn't scripted like that. You know what I mean? I think Kuechly just outmuscled him, and And George, you could tell he had the shits when it, when
I know.
the
And
ball
you can see
got
George's
him.
face. I know.
You have a look at that. You have a look at that play,
right.
and you'll see. But
Tony.
if we collectively put all the drop balls and everything else that Jimmy G, that the receivers have dropped on Jimmy, his stats are going to look 100 times better than what they are now.
God, yes. That's what I'm talking about. Tony, we're going to go. Hey, listen, we'll be back tomorrow. I got a feeling something's going to go down in San Francisco between now and tomorrow, Tony. We'll be back, okay?
I
don't know. Right? We'll see. All right, Tony.
All right,
have a
brother.
great day.
Thank you very much. You too.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
All right.
Bye.
Hey, Tony. Emilio.
What's happening?
Emilio, we'll sit back here. I mean, we're all tripping. There's two focal points tonight. Other than just a grading up who's the best, which unit is getting the high grades and which unit can use some work. And then you got Jimmy G's name in there, and you got Marquise Goodwin's name in there. And, but I don't know. What are you thinking?
Well, for me, whoever keeps crying about Jimmy is just an idiot. And I don't see why you keep complaining about him. I hear what everybody says. Sometimes we all get frustrated. It doesn't matter who your quarterback is. Everybody gets frustrated.
Yeah.
He throw a pick. But like you said that earlier, was that lady that called? She was on point. I mean, I've noticed that too. She was on point with it. I'm like, it's true. You're supposed to throw it, and the receiver's supposed to be there. For a lot of the times, that's how some of the plays are called. Just throw it, and the receiver should be there. So
only certain quarterbacks can do that.
When you see those.
Certain type.
No,
you
not
gotta
that many.
You gotta have a certain skill set to be able to do that. Because that ball's got to be put where it's got to be put. You put it anywhere else, you're gonna be in big trouble out there. So I give Jimmy a lot of credit.
No,
you
got to realize
receptions
who does
out
it
there.
too. Mahomes can do that too a lot. You see,
he's the
it's kind of where it. So it's just it's the same thing with Jimmy's getting there. It's just sometimes I know you think he makes a mistake. You shouldn't throw it, but it's just. Like I said, I was gonna give let you know something. Besides that, what was the quarterback that had 19 interceptions and 19 touchdowns and won a Heisman? We drafted him as a quarterback.
Yeah. Oh, the dude that made it to
but
TV
didn't win a Super Bowl with us, but with a different team.
What is his name? Give me his name. I'll lose my mind. Who was that dude again? Because we've been making jokes about him for years.
Played for the Raiders. Played for the Raiders.
Oh, wait.
Got them a Super Bowl.
No, you're not talking about Jim Plunkett.
Yes.
Oh, I'm talking about that other dude, the analyst on TV. I thought he had about the same amount of INTs. Yeah, Plunkett suffered.
9 interceptions, 9 touchdowns, became a Heisman Award champion. So what is the difference? You just interceptions, like I said, you don't want them. They do happen. You got to get over that shit, man. You just really have to. You're going to keep picking at Jimmy because, we overpaid him. He's throwing picks. Like, come on now. You got to pick at something else. Now, I can understand if he was throwing about 2 to 3 a game, or even more, and we're losing games.
Yeah.
The only worst game he's had was that Steeler game but we seen some of them weren't his fault because they were being tipped. I'm just saying, passes were being thrown and players hadn't being tipped. Like, dude, some of you guys got to let that go. Honestly, it's just getting ridiculous on what you guys are complaining. I'm like.
One almost got picked yesterday. George Kittle, Kendrick Bourne had the ball bouncing. When receivers have the ball bouncing up all of the chest, everything. Oh no, don't.
No, that's another good example. Just he's throwing it at you. Come on now, like I said, drop passes is just. You seen with Sanders, you threw him everything. He caught everything. So I wouldn't be surprised since I've heard, I've read too that we might get the Bears receiver trade
Taylor.
Better, just to need another guy that can catch. It's just you got to see what's going on. We're getting closer to the playoffs. You cannot have those mistakes because you throw the ball, it gets tipped. That's either from us winning a playoff game or losing a playoff game for things like that happening. So it's just that's what it is. Our receivers have to catch. We don't have consistent receiver. We finally got one, in Sanders. He was catching everything. Now we need another one. Maybe if when Goodwin comes back from his family situation, he might pan out. But it's just at this time, we need another receiver that can catch. Yeah. We just need receivers that can catch. Doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be a super T.O. or Randy Moss type of receiver.
But just as long as he can catch
the ball, and get us the first down, that's all that matters. Because as long as we keep the chains moving, then catching the balls and running the ball, there's nothing else we need to worry about.
Because the running game,
like I said,
running game is crazy. People always think that somebody has the capacity, a team has the ability to stop the 49ers run game. Well, I got to tell you, Emilio, do you see a team out there in the NFL that could possibly come up with enough to stop the 49ers from running? Emilio, I don't see it. I really don't. I don't believe there's a team out there.
I would have said Seattle, but Seattle's not even where they used to be. They don't have the run game like the run stop defense they used to have. So no, not honestly at this point. Not even the Packers. Honestly,
no.
I don't see nobody can stop our run.
Because it's not about
the only way I see anybody. Honestly, the only way I see us really somebody beating us is because they literally shut our pass game down. Because we got to have that pass game work as well. The only thing we got to run. That's the only way. I mean, it's a possibility. I don't say we're going undefeated because that's a long shot. But it might be one team that is just that's still a long shot. We still got another half of the season to go. But we might lose one or two here. But
that's about it.
The point is to see who it's gonna be. Who is it gonna be? You can't just say, "Oh, it's gonna be the Packers." You can't even say that no more because we have the potential to beat the Packers.
Absolutely.
We have the potential to beat the Ravens. We have the potential to beat the Saints.
It's going to be who's playing the best ball that game. Down? Yeah. I mean, we're going to go. Hey, we may be back tomorrow.
It just one more thing. It was just crazy how in the beginning of the season we kept saying the end of the back half of the season was be the toughest. Yeah. Now you don't even say that. Now it's just like bring it on and who can actually beat us. It's just we really want to see who it is, who can or who can try to beat us.
Because they got to get past that defense. And if you let Kyle work his offense too long, he'll kill you. He will kill you.
Like I said, you see how I felt in the beginning. Yeah, you see how I felt in the beginning of the season. I was just more worried about the back end of the season. Not now. Now I'm just like, just bring it on and see who can try. Let's see.
And you got McGlinchey.
Give it your best shot.
You got McGlinchey and Staley rested. You got the best fullback in football rested. I'm telling you, it's gonna be funny.
We got last week it was half our offense was gone. Now it's just we're getting players back every week. So it's just crazy. At this point, let's see who can stop us. Like I said, at the beginning of the season we were saying we're only gonna win this amount of games. We're not might be that great. Now it's just a whole perspective. Who can stop us?
All right, Emilio.
Stop us if you can.
There you go. All right, Phil. I'll see you tomorrow. We can
get back tomorrow. See, hopefully we get another receiver that can help us, or see if we make any trades or pick up some draft picks.
There you go.
Right. See what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow just to see what's going to happen if we stay the same or not. But all right.
There you go. All right, Phil. Have a good night, Emilio.
No, you too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, one more thing before I go.
Go ahead.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
I sent you a message again.
Emilio, as a matter of fact, I'm glad you did. I'll go check that out. Because I said, wait a minute, I can't find Emilio. I was looking for you for the longest time. I'm glad you brought that up. I got it now. All right. I'm going to get back to you in a minute.
Yeah, you remember who I am, right?
Of course. I said you changed up over. So anyway, Emilio used to be a Cholo, but now he changed his name.
Yeah, now it's Millie the Niner. I changed it up as Millie the Niner.
Gotcha. All right, fam. We'll see you. I'll talk to you just a little bit. All right. Bye, Emilio.
All right, for sure. All right.
Yeah, a lot of excellent points brought up tonight. You know, a lot of light flashed on some subject that needed to be flashed upon. And I know you're probably getting tired of me defending Jimmy, but I'm tired of the overreaction to every mistake. Let him make mistakes. He's a rookie for all intents and purposes. He's just a high-skilled, lots of promise rook that's getting his wings in now. He's learning to fly with one of the best, probably the best offensive mind in football. Let him alone. Let him make a mistake here and there. He'll be okay. Hey, Jim Brown says he was named after Jim Plunkett. 11681. Here you go. He says, thanks, Mom. Jim Brown, thanks for the contribution, fam. Hey, okay, we got another phone call. I thought we were done. All right, Big Al. Come on in, Big Al.
What's up, Ronbo? Am I
Hey.
closing out the show?
Yeah, I think. Every time I keep getting other names, but I don't care. Go ahead, Big Al. What's up?
Man, I'm just soaking it all in, man. It's man, I don't know, man. This is like a little surreal feeling, you know?
Yeah, I know, man. Get used to it because that team is tough and going to get tougher. We got guys coming back. If they can't deal with this team, how in the hell they going to deal with the real team or the full team? Or let's put it this way, the first line dudes, you know? Whew. They think that run game is good now? Big Al, they ain't seen nothing yet.
Well, you know what? They said the Cleveland was gonna get us. They said the Rams was gonna get us.
Yep.
They said Christian McCaffrey was gonna lead the Panthers to a win in Levi because he's back in the Bay.
That's 4 losses.
So
They predicted 4 whoopings.
So you know what? You know what? I'm gonna take a page out of Aaron Rodgers' book, man. The media need to relax.
I love
Chill
it.
out.
That's such a good point.
They big mad. Big mad. Look. How many starts has Jimmy Garoppolo had, Ronbo? 16?
He just made it 17, I think.
Okay. Every other starting quarterback comes into the league and they give him a year, they give him 2 years. He's still developing.
Mm-hmm. And they lost but 2 times. 2 times.
He's still developing.
Yeah.
Kyle Shanahan. I'll be honest, I was doubting John Lynch. He had me a little upset.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Shanahan, him and his wife need to go ahead and go, no more renting. Just go buy a house in San Jose.
Mm-hmm.
They cannot let that man get away.
Him and Lynch, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah.
And Lynch. Respect to Lynch.
Yeah.
But Ronbo, this defense is. I don't see Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees. I don't see anybody just blowing us out of the water. And I know those are Hall of Fame quarterbacks, but so everybody just relax. Just relax because we got Seattle coming, we got Green Bay and Saints. That's what the big media boys want to see. So it's coming.
They got to pump it up.
Just go ahead and relax. But I like all the hate because you see all the Niners fans are motivated. You got Nick Bosa, Richard Sherman. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo ain't,
hearing it,
sitting at home with his brothers,
telling him what's going on,
hearing everything that's being said. Yeah. So it's coming. Everybody just relax. I think let's get to the playoffs, but I can't sit up here and lie. This team is surprising me, and I'm a Niners fan. I'm from the city, so I'm just enjoying.
Right.
I'm enjoying this.
I did not see no 7-0. No way I would have predicted that. None. God, 7-0.
Yeah, and sorry, I didn't really have my thoughts together tonight, but Emmanuel Sanders,
doing good.
That was amazing. First drive, first touchdown. That was kind of like officially bringing him on in. So that was lovely. It's just too much to talk about. It's too much. So
it's gonna be more too. Every week,
add
another exciting. A whole chapter. This is just really. And you know what's nice about this, Big Al? This is the first year of what's going to be, because these guys know how to build a culture. They know what players are going to work out in the long run and who's going to fit, who's going to keep the wheels of the machine working. They don't bring in, this is why when everybody's going, bring AB in there, man. If y'all don't want to get AB, you don't want to win. Well, wait a minute. Look at the Raiders. They've been shambles. Josh Gordon is supposed to be available, today, tomorrow? I don't know if I worry about why the Patriots want to get rid of Josh Gordon. That's an incredibly talented player. And you want him to leave? Your wide receiver core wasn't that good. Sanu is not Gordon, but you'd rather see Sanu than Gordon. See, this is why I'm saying these guys make good calls on good talents that are going to work in the locker room, is going to stay harmonious, and we're going to keep on going. I like what's happening.
Right.
I want to see Lynch stay too.
Right. Right. No. Yeah, for sure. Lynch and Shanahan are a couple. So I didn't mean to leave him out, but
No, I was just pointing that out. Just they work so well together, and they like each other.
Right.
Unlike Trent and Harbaugh, they hate each other.
Oh no, yeah, let's not talk about that. But yeah, I know. But one other thing, I want to give some love. Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman is playing at the elite level again.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Richard Sherman of the Seattle Seahawks that, we was mad when he came. Some of us, I wasn't, but it's just too much to talk about, man. I'm excited, man. I'm cheesing,
You get it together because we got to go, but come back tomorrow, Big Al. And you're right. Sherman.
One last thing.
Go ahead.
Go.
No, I was just say Sherman, another good judgment on character. I didn't know what he was like as a person. Sherman's one of the nicest guys I've ever seen on the 49ers roster. But we hated him before he got here. But look with that. Look at him, man. But go ahead. What was yours? Because we got to go. Go ahead.
And one more thing. Let's brace ourselves for tomorrow because it's 2 wide receivers that may not be on the team tomorrow.
I've already thought about that too.
One of them likes to put dye in his hair. Let's just put it that way. So, yeah.
Okay.
Mark my words.
There you go.
We're going to find out tomorrow.
Big Al has laid it out there.
I'll let you tomorrow.
All right, fam. Be looking for you, too.
Sir.
Have a good night, Big Al. And he makes a good point, fam. I didn't say that because I've heard you probably ran across some things being said. Dante's name being mentioned. Fam, quite honestly, he is who he is. He's a skilled player. I don't know that he has the attitude and the heart to carry out. You look at the draft pick. You look at Jalen Hurd. He is the definition of what Kyle Shanahan wants in a football player. He's hurt now, but that Debo, he defines what the quarterback, what the wide receiver should be. These guys will Richie James. These guys will die for you. They will run a pattern. They don't care where it is, who's coming. They got to worry about them coming. Is Dante Pettis cut out of that cloth? And should you continue to try to, it's not a waste of time, but should you continue to try to build on him in order to get him on that page? God gave you gifts, Dante, that he didn't give many. But what you lack is a kind of spirit that it takes to do your job better than anybody in the NFL. And if you're not shooting to be the best in the NFL, then why are you out here? I'm not against Dante. I told you going into the season, he is my favorite choice for breakout player 2019, but I'm a little concerned now with his behavior. So, yeah, Bob Money says Dante Pettis is a punt returner. I know. But we got Richie's a punt returner too, and it's a lot more tough. It's about tough. Sean, we're closing up now. Sean, it's not available now, but you get that pin tomorrow, fam. All right, and fam, I'm gonna go ahead and take off now, and looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Hey, it's a like. Night, Elisa. She's probably gone to bed.